Here.
The speaker controls the room so that we can do events and things here.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Don Lemon Show, Hot Topics. We're on time. Can you believe? Hey, check us out. We are in, this is what's called the Rayburn Room inside of the Capitol. Look at that. Beautiful picture here. The president to the legislation, to the legation of the United States at Madrid by Richard W. Meade at Philadelphia, December 11, 1818. It's a really beautiful room. You see the flags here and all this. This is what they usually, this is Julius, who works with Hakeem Jeffries. By the way, we're here. We have an exclusive. We have Hakeem Jeffries this morning. Do you want to be on or no? No. You don't want to be on. All right, what about just your voice? You said this room is used for?
It's the Rayburn Room. It's controlled by the Speaker's office, and they hold events here. But any member can come in here with their constituents and have conversations off the floor.
Can we show a little bit out here?
You can show the hallway.
Yeah, that's it. We just want to come. We'll show until the leader is going to be out in just a minute. But this is, and he has votes in a couple minutes, so we only have a little bit. But you can see this is just, take a look here and go that way. This is the hall. We're not going to go too far down, but there we go. Folks are in the Capitol. You see the Capitol Police there. Yeah, and so we're here. We're waiting for Hakeem Jeffries, who should be out in just moments. Look, here he comes. He's walking through. Here comes a leader out of the office, Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries. As you see his office right there. So this is live, independent media in action. When do you see this? Not much. What do you guys want me to ask him? What do you want to know? He's been in the news lately. He has been outspoken. He's trying to really ramp up the Democratic response to Republicans, and to get folks to realize that the Democrats are in this to win it. And I want to know if he's concerned about what happens in 2026 for the midterms. I want to know what he thinks about redistricting and what he thinks about gerrymandering. He's got a vote this morning, what he's going to vote on. I want to know what he has to say about the Jeffrey Epstein victims, the White House yesterday calling it a hoax. And I want to know, they've got less than 30 days really to fund the government. And the Speaker of the House sent them home early. And when I spoke to other Democrats, they said, we had business that was ready to go that we needed to get done because we knew we'd have a short time when we got back. And for some reason, Mike Johnson sent us home early, and we could have gotten some of that stuff done so that we wouldn't have so much to accomplish when we got back. So they really have, it says 30 days, it's not real 30 days because they don't work all of those 30 days. As a matter of fact, they're going to go home, I believe, later on today, so it's going to be a short week. So, man, it's a short timeline. Is there this time going to be a CR? I think here comes the leader, Jeffries. Let's see if he's coming. We'll see if he's coming. Oh, we can come back? We can come back. I thought he was coming out here. Oh, so we were just in the holding room. Look, we get to go in the office. How about that? Good morning. How y'all doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Good morning. How are you guys? Show this. There's staff over there. Wave. Hi, guys. How are you? We're on live. Oh, this is great. Good morning, sir.
What's going on?
Thank you for doing this.
Good to see you.
How you been?
Good.
Yeah. Look.
All things considered.
All things. I see you got on C-SPAN. You're waiting for a vote, right?
Yeah. Well, they just called the first vote. So, but we've got about 200 something. 400 or something people not voting. It looks like 200 something people not voting. So
what's this a vote for?
This is a vote on an amendment to an appropriations bill. It's just an extreme amendment that Republicans are going to continue to try to put forward. Every single Democrat will oppose it.
You guys came back. You hit the ground running.
We hit the ground running because there's so much going on right now in America, so much to fight for. We obviously, over the next couple of weeks, have to figure out a way to fund the government. But our view, and we've said this directly to our Republican colleagues, we are not going to support a partisan Republican spending bill that takes away health care from the American people and doesn't make life better for everyday Americans.
Yeah, and it does not make life better for everyday Americans.
Well, what they're putting forward right now just continues their assault on health care. And we saw that with the one big ugly bill, which was legislation that's ripping away, health care from millions of Americans, ending Medicaid as we know it. Hospitals are going to close, including in urban America and rural America. Nursing homes are going to shut down. Like, who does this? This is a cruel thing to do, to actually make it harder for everyday Americans to get the medical care that they need when they find themselves facing a healthcare crisis.
Do you think the folks who actually voted for Donald Trump, because a lot of the people who are going to lose those services that they really need, they're in Donald Trump supported districts, they're in rural America. How are they not informed about things that are going to hurt them?
Well, the one big ugly bill right now we know is deeply unpopular. That's why Donald Trump is talking about actually rebranding it. Now, he's supposed to be the king of branding. They came up with the notion that they were going to try to sell this bill and deceive the American people. But we've been very clear as Democrats. It rips away health care from the American people, including from rural Republican voters, to your point, Don. It steals food from the mouths of hungry children, hungry veterans, and hungry seniors in communities all across the country, including in districts represented by Republicans. And all of this is being done so they could provide massive tax breaks to their billionaire donors. The American people hate it. Republicans hate it. It's deeply unpopular. And it's going to be an anchor that drags Republicans down.
Yeah, I'd like to do this. I love that you're doing new media. I love that you're leaning into new media. I love that you are supporting independent media and journalists because, you know, the old media, it's tough, right? They it's tough for them. But I love that you're doing this. And I don't think people really get to know you because they see you in a suit all the time and you're sitting there. Look at the drip. You got on your sneaks this morning with a suit. You have no tie. One of your favorite sayings is, and if you don't know, now you know.
The great Christopher Wallace. That actually was something that I said on the House floor during actually on the Senate floor during the first impeachment trial of Donald Trump, when Trump's lawyers were trying to make the case that, what are we here for? This is all a waste of time. We were like, no, this was an abuse of power. This was an effort to change the results in advance of the 2020 presidential election to shake down Ukraine. Absolutely. And this was given to me by a cousin of mine. She just sent it to me after the impeachment trial because she was just tickled, I guess, by the fact that I had the nerve to quote the notorious B.I.G. on the Senate floor in an impeachment trial of President Donald Trump.
Yeah. Now, where's the tie? When you go on the floor to vote, are you going to put a tie on?
I'll put a tie on.
You do?
Yeah. Well, you know, here's the thing. I probably have it in the adjacent office. Here's the thing, that on the House floor, you have to wear a tie pursuant to the rules.
Right.
You have to have a jacket on
Pursuant
at all
to the
times,
rules, yeah.
pursuant to the rules. However, the House rules are silent on footwear. Hence, we found a loophole. And that's why I can rock sneakers on the House floor.
Wait, well, Leader Jeffries, we're going to get you some Stan Smiths. I mean, those are cool.
These are Cole Haans.
Those are, okay, so they're cool, but we're going to get you some.
What I'm saying?
We're going to get you some Stan Smith. You got the Obama book over there. Do you use this fireplace?
Every now and then. I don't know how to work it, however, but the team knows how to put it together.
The team knows how to put it together. Let's talk. And then you got Where Brooklyn At.
So where Brooklyn at? That was given to me by some constituents back at home just to make sure that, of course, we never forget. Brooklyn's always in the House. We know that wherever we go, and Brooklyn's in the House of Representatives right here. Mo Better Jaguars are a team, a youth football team from Brownsville that went undefeated and won the national championship earlier this year. So we had them on the Hill just to celebrate them.
Yeah.
And then they brought a football as a token of their appreciation. So that was great.
So we talked about funding the government, which is one reason we're here, because you guys have a short time to fund the government. Can we talk about some other news? You saw that these brave survivors of Jeffrey Epstein, they were out in the Capitol, just near the Capitol steps yesterday, just bravely telling their story. And it's horrific when you hear, what they have survived and what they've been dealing with. As they were doing this, there was a military flyover for some reason. They believe that the president or someone in the administration did it purposefully. And also he was in the Oval Office at the same time calling this a hoax.
Well, it's incredible because as several of these brave survivors indicated, this was not a hoax. And the entire Epstein affair is, a disgrace. And that's why the American people are demanding information and transparency. And as House Democrats, we've been clear. look, there's either one of two things going on here. Either Donald Trump spent years lying to his supporters about the nature of the deep state conspiracy connected to Jeffrey Epstein, or alternatively, they're hiding something damaging to either Donald Trump or rich and powerful people connected to the Trump administration. So we're going to relentlessly keep the pressure on them and make sure that one way or the other, this information fully and completely gets presented to the American people.
Do you think it'll get out there?
Yes, I will. Because at the end of the day, listen, growing up in central Brooklyn, there was a saying often, truth crushed to the ground will rise again. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, you can't keep the truth suppressed. Yeah. And we're going to make sure that it rises.
A couple of other news items. That AOC this morning was asked about support for Mamdani. She's not happy that you're not supporting him. Because you're a New Yorker, right?
Yeah. I just haven't weighed in one way or the other. But stay tuned, and I'll have more to say about it when I'm back home in New York City.
When are you back?
I'm back home later on this weekend.
Oh, so you might have an announcement.
Well, we'll have more to say about it sometime soon. But back home, that'll be the appropriate venue for me to address the situation.
Well, I understand because you have work to deal with here in Washington, and I understand this is where your focus is. So I understand that. So look for something this weekend.
Something soon.
Something soon. Listen, I want to ask you something. And I don't want you to. This is not an antagonistic or bristle at or whatever. But there were 4 Democrats who say, and this has been a big topic, they're not going to accept money from AIPAC. People have been asking you about that you're getting money from AIPAC, whatever. What do you say to that?
No, I appreciate the question because there clearly are some folks out there who are either misinformed or are intentionally trying to manipulate the situation. I actually will continue to raise money the way that I've been raising it, which is largely in small dollar increments. The average contribution to my reelection campaign is $28 a person. And what's interesting about that, Don, is that actually that's a lower number than any of the mayoral candidates in New York City right now. Mm-hmm. Any of them. And so, the overwhelming majority of support that I receive are from everyday Americans who, thankfully, I've earned their, trust and support, and I've got to continue to do that. So these numbers are all publicly disclosed. Right. So I'm trying to actually figure out who is intentionally putting out misinformation to suggest that somehow this particular group or that particular group are having an impact on how we're approaching these serious policy issues.
You're not bought by anyone?
Of course not.
Let me ask you about, did you see what happened yesterday? Donald Trump offered Eric Adams a job in the administration?
Yeah, we got to get to the bottom of this situation. I mean, but it's not, the whole thing is not going to work out well at the end of the day, because the one thing that we know is that New Yorkers believe correctly that Donald Trump doesn't have the best interests of everyday New Yorkers at heart.
Yeah, I appreciate your candor on that. Now, thank you very much for answering that. What do you say to people who, they want Democrats to stand up? This time you're back. This is your third day here, right? The session is, and you got a short time to fund the government. You got a short time to get business done. The 2026 midterms are coming up. How can you ensure the American voters, Democrats, people who are sick of this autocracy, that Democrats are in fighting mode, they're in formation?
Yeah, well, I definitely, understand why, people are unsettled about the whole situation, because Donald Trump and Republican extremists in the House have launched an unprecedented assault on all the things that matter. Assault on the economy. They failed to lower the high cost of living. In fact, costs aren't going down, they're going up. Wow. We can thank the Trump tariffs for that. Assault on healthcare, ripping healthcare away from millions of Americans. Assault on law-abiding immigrant communities. Donald Trump promised he was going to go after violent felons. They haven't gone after violent felons. They're going after children, some of them who are American citizens, and deporting them to a country they've never lived in.
No due process.
No due process, right? Assault on the American way of life and assault on democracy. So, of course, people understandably are in an unsettled environment. And our thing is, listen, we just have to continue to do more. More of everything. More rallies, more speeches, more demonstrations, more speeches on the House floor, more speeches on the Senate floor, more town hall meetings in Democratic districts, more town hall meetings in Republican districts, hearings on the Hill that are Democratic-led, hearings across the country, as we've been doing, site visits, some of which have been in the country, some of which have been outside of the country. So Democrats have to continue to stack these things on top of each other, and obviously do what we need to do this November in New Jersey, in Virginia, and in California, and lay the groundwork for finishing the job next November, where we can begin to end this national nightmare, take back the House, and continue our process of marching toward a more perfect union.
I got to cut you off because your staff is like, he's got to go vote. Okay, so look, I just want to say, do what?
Quick video.
Okay, yes. Yeah. So as we're getting a video here,
and I love the microphone. I mean, the microphone is fire right here.
Oh, dude, come on, tell me. We got a whole network going here. We're doing something different here, and I hope that people understand this is your government in action that we're showing here, and this is what independent media in action. And also, I want to say, I like the drip. And
that's high praise from you.
Yes. Did you hear from folks? Did you hear from folks when you were on the break? Did they talk to you like, hey, we want this, whatever?
Yeah.
Did you learn some stuff?
Well, I think the big thing, we did travel the country, and
I just need a shot of you guys just
okay.
shaking hands.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna push it. Ready? 1, 2, and yeah, perfect. Hold it and cut.
Awesome. Okay, we can walk with you, or if you're going to go or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're going to get out of here.
But
Thank you.
The big thing is, people are concerned about the healthcare piece, and just the fact that nothing's been done.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
On costs.
Yep.
And that's a big problem.
Thank you, sir. Are you going to the floor now?
I'm going to the floor now.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you, guys. We'll see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good?
Thank you. Good. Thank you so much. I'm going to walk this way and let you pass when we get out of here.
All right. That sounds good.
That is Leader Hakeem Jeffries. He was kind enough and gracious enough to offer us a few words this moment and this time. Thank you. We appreciate it. We'll see you later. Good luck, okay? And we'll be talking to them again. Thank you, guys. Are we good?
Take you outside.
Yes. We're going to take us out. So these are folks as they're in the holding room here, in the Rayburn room in the Capitol. There the leader is going into the Ryan room to do his thing. Do we go left or right here? We're going left. How are you guys?
We're going to go down these stairs here.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Just right down this.
Right here. Oh, look, folks over here in the hallways. There they are doing their thing. The Capitol is really beautiful, I got to tell you. It's really, really nice. Thank you so much for doing this. And so they can hang us. We can hang out here without.
Yeah. So
we have this, right? So we're good for.
Once you're outside, you'll be good, and we'll have Julie stick around with you and make sure no one gets you in.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We go this way. That was good, right? We really like that. We're still on live.
Are you
We're still on live. There we go. Hey, how you guys?
Good, how you been?
Good to see you. Good to see you. Hi, how you doing? Hello. Good. A little porte cochere here where the cars come in, right down there. Who are they waiting for now? We don't know. Can we grab a water or no?
Those are the USCP waters, but I can bring out.
That's okay. Okay.
I'll grab your water.
They won't give us a darn water. There we go. There's the media's out there, right there.
Yeah, so if you want to just hang out over here.
Oh, look out. So can we be in front over here and do the thing?
Yeah.
Or anywhere here?
Yeah.
How are you guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Kind of where all these reporters are.
I love.
Around here and then.
Can you be on? I'm just going to say. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, sure.
But you work with the leader.
For the leader Jeffries.
Yeah. I like that he likes my microphone. He pointed out. He's a cool dude, right?
Yes. Yeah. He's a great boss.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much
Don.
for this. All right. We'll be around for a little bit. So we're going to continue to do our stuff out here in front of the Capitol. This is where we did the show from yesterday. Julius is going to hang with us. Chris, I need my phone if you can, so I need to get my ears on. If you're just going to show you some of the things happening over here. There are protests and gatherings here every day. That's where the Epstein stuff was yesterday, and right across here. And then folks are gathering. You have to have permission and credentials to be able to get in here. Especially for independent media. I'm trying to work out with them, like they need to start giving independent media hard passes to do this, because they give old media hard passes to get in, but every time we have to have an escort and go through. It's just how they do it with independent media. So that was, you could probably hear a little bit of the feedback in my phone, because that's the only way I can keep time of the show and that I know what's going on here. But this is the morning, it's kind of starting here. The votes usually start up around 10, sometimes a little bit earlier. But you see there are visitors. Look, there are tour groups that are coming through here. But all of this requires a pass. How are you? You could have gone through. All of this requires a pass to be able to do. So we're inside the Capitol grounds and our show is live. And this, you can see some of the, when they drop, they have this thing, you can go inside here under these steps and they drop off, you know, the lawmakers here. So if they don't want to be in public or whatever, taking a photograph of us, they're taking a picture. They're wondering, how did independent media get in here? We're being told that people are watching what we're doing and they're going to try to emulate what we're doing. So we'll see. We have lots of news to cover for you, including some of the things that I asked Hakeem Jeffries about AIPAC and all of that. As you say, he said he was glad that I asked him the question about supporting Zoran Mamdani. We got some breaking news, really, an exclusive where he said, look for an announcement this weekend. I believe that announcement is going to be, for me, that he's going to support Zoran Mamdani. That's what I believe it's going to be. I also asked him about the news that Donald Trump offered Eric Adams a position in his administration. And he said, I don't think it's going to work. So that gives me an indication that there will not be an endorsement of Andrew Cuomo. But look, you never know. I always tell you guys, old people be knowing, and I am the one who predicted that. I told you this when I said, mark my words, that they are going to offer Eric Adams a position and Curtis Sliwa and try to knock those two out to get Andrew Cuomo in because they believe that he's in the better position to beat Zoran Mamdani. That's what I had told you. Go back and look. You don't believe me, go back and look. Okay, so as we continue on with our show here, if you will allow me just 2 minutes and we'll come back, you don't want to miss the show. We're going to be right here on the Capitol steps doing our show, the Don Lemon Show, Hot Topics, 10 a.m. Eastern Time every day. Make sure you support us, like, subscribe, become a member, because that's how we continue to keep doing this and bringing you behind the scenes of what's happening in our government, taking you inside your government at work on independent media. But first, here's a word from our sponsors. Support for the Don Lemon Show comes from Lean, L-E-A-N. Have you heard of Caralluma? It is an edible cactus from India and a natural appetite suppressant. Caralluma is one of the rare ingredients that doctors use to create a powerful, all-natural weight loss supplement called Lean, L-E-A-N. Now, if you've got big late summer plans or fall plans, you want to get ready for the holiday season, weight loss goals, but don't want to mess with injections, here's the deal. The doctors who made Lean say it is the closest thing that they have seen to the benefits of those popular weight loss shots. Like the injections, it helps maintain healthy blood sugar and control cravings. But here is the kicker. It also helps to convert fat into energy. No needles, just real results. I like that they built this using natural ingredients, not shortcuts. That's just smart. So let's get you started here. 20% off, right? 20% off right now with code LEMON20 at takelean.com. That's takelean.com, and the code is lemon20 at takelean.com. Use the code lemon20. Now, we need to say that these statements have not been approved by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, or prevent any disease, and is not a substitute for care from a healthcare provider. So check with your doctor. Support comes from Shopify. You know, this show started as a dream, an idea that I wasn't sure would even work. Okay, that's how most businesses start, right? Now, here we are. Millions of businesses around the world, from household names to folks just starting out, they use Shopify to make their dreams real, make them come true. So here at the Don Lemon Show, you know we use Shopify to bring you the merch that you demanded and that you love and we love as well. And you might be thinking, but I can't design a website. Shopify has you covered with that, okay? They have ready-made templates. They even have they can help you write product descriptions. They can help you create discount codes and run email or social media campaigns. If you get stuck, Shopify's award-winning support is there, and it's there 24/7. So turn those dreams into ka-ching moments and start your business today. Sign up for a $1 per month trial at shopify.com/lemon. That's shopify.com/lemon. All righty. Thank you. Thank you so much to our sponsors, and we are back here with the Don Lemon Show. We're live at the Capitol. Just want to show you, just take you around here to show you where we are. Standing here, and we're going to be here all week. the week is almost over, but we've been here all week interviewing lawmakers and getting answers and demanding and doing what we believe journalism should be and what journalists should be doing. Now, I want to talk about some of the news that I believe that we have an exclusive on is that Hakeem Jeffries is going to make a decision on an endorsement, and then we're going to talk about other things, okay, as it relates to what's happening with the polling, with vaccines in this country, Florida announcing no more mandates on vaccines. It's a really scary time for that. But let's go with our breaking news this morning and our exclusive that I don't think anybody else has, and that is Hakeem Jeffries is going to make an announcement this weekend when he goes back home to New York about who he's going to support in the New York mayoral race. That is a big issue, especially since Donald Trump said yesterday that he's offering Eric Adams, the current mayor of New York City, a role or a job in this administration to get him out, I believe, of the race. Okay, so this is Mamdani, who was on yesterday. Now, let's do this. I want to play. This is what AOC said just this morning, and I asked Hakeem Jeffries about it, just this morning about Hakeem Jeffries not endorsing Mamdani so far. Here it is.
We have a Democratic nominee. Are we a party that rallies behind our nominee or not? And I believe, as a person who has rallied, I supported Joe Biden when he was the nominee. He was not my preferred candidate in the primary. I, of course, supported Vice President Harris for the presidency because I am a Democrat. And what we do is that we use our primaries to settle our differences. And once we have a nominee, we rally behind that nominee. I am very concerned about the example that is being set by anybody in our party. I believe that we must set the example of supporting the party's nominee because it complicates, if an individual doesn't want to support the party's nominee now, it complicates their ability to ask voters to support any nominee later, whether that is mayoral, presidential, what have you. And so I think for the good of the party, we must put our differences aside and support our party's nominee.
It sounds as though you are frustrated, though, with Jeffries and Schumer for not publicly making a position on this yet.
No, I mean, I think that this isn't about personalities, right? I think that we're in a moment of a Trump administration. The stakes are high, and I want, of course, to see our party come together and stick together despite our differences, and that's how I feel about it. I think that we're in a moment.
All righty, so now we're back, and that is what AOC had to say this morning. And you heard what perhaps the leader has heard, that what he has been saying is that he wants to be focused on what's happening here in Washington, D.C., and a more appropriate time would be, in New York City when he gets back home to endorse Zohran Mamdani. And the reason that it's important is because this is obviously New York City is a very, New York is a very critical place for the Democratic Party and in our election process. But also the mayor there has, I think, outsized power, probably more than any mayor in any other city of New York City, because it is the hub of our economy, of industry, of art, and of all of those things. And I believe politically as well. Second, I think politically to Washington, D.C. would have to be New York, and perhaps after that, California, and then, maybe Philadelphia because it's in Pennsylvania, and so on. And then you go down the list from there. So that's why it's really, really important. But I want to play something as well that Zohran Mamdani was on with our friends, Jen and Pumps, over at the I've Had It podcast. And he spoke about these issues and also spoke about the support or the sentiment that some are saying about him and Jewish people in New York City and his relationship to, Israel and Gaza and those things, and the headwinds that he faces, at least with some folks in those communities. And so here is Zohran Mamdani on with I've Had It podcast host. Here it is.
I have a question. I immediately heard when you won by a landslide, he can't support Jewish people. He can't represent Jewish people. And I thought, boy, that's a window into your soul, isn't it? So how do you respond to that?
One of the most beautiful things about this city is its rich legacy of a Jewish community. And I mean, the cultural legacy, the legacies that we've all grown up with. And, I moved to the city when I was 7 years old. I grew up in Morningside Heights. And so much of my introduction to New York City was also an introduction to Jewish communal life. I mean, I remember coming back from my 6th bar mitzvah and asking my dad, why don't we why don't we do these? Do we have anything like this? I was like, we don't have anything.
I remember the first bar mitzvah I went to. I was like, this is amazing.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
So many of these people's concerns are so removed from what New York City life is like, right? This is a city that is a celebration of the possibility of all of us from everywhere across the world, of all different religions being able to flourish in the same place. And my commitment is a commitment to not only protect Jewish New Yorkers amidst this rising anti-Semitism, but also a commitment to ensure the flourishing of Jewish life. And I think that that is what I share with New Yorkers each and every day, that this will be a city that is not remade in my image. It's going to be remade in the image of struggling New Yorkers, of those who so often would have had what they needed to live a real fulfilling life, but now are in danger of being priced out of the city they call home.
So, I want to know, I would like to know from you guys what you think of what Zohran Mamdani said there. Do you think it's fairly or unfairly being questioned about these things just because of who he is, of his ethnicity, of his religious affiliations? Do you think he's being unfair? Do you think, let me know in the comments, who do you think would be a better mayor of New York City? You may like Zohran or not like him. Mamdani, you may like Cuomo or not like him personally, but who do you think would be a better mayor? Who would be better for the city? Who would be better for the Democratic Party? Because I wonder, here's the rub, this is a take. People say if Zohran Mamdani is elected, then they're going to use him to hang over the Democrats' head and say, the Democrats are all socialists, and that's going to affect elections around the country. Do you believe that is so? Because not every city is New York City. So, and I also thank you guys, because you are my reporters and correspondents and producers out in the field. You said, when I said this weekend, he said soon, that Hakeem Jeffries, the leader, corrected me. So when someone says soon, I believe it's imminent. So it'll either be this weekend or it'll be soon. But still, the indication to me is that he is going to endorse Zohran Mamdani. Okay, so folks are saying in the comments that they believe it is unfair, the things that he's getting. So far, the sentiment in the chat seems to be around Zohran Mamdani. I agreed there's no other reason. Ebony Noel is responding to Jen Pollock. Alicia Faye Smith says her future mayor. Zohran all the way says Ron Foster. Shefnar says Mamdani, or he says Mandarin, but it's Mamdani. So I guess maybe in the autocorrect corrects Mamdani to Mandarin. Don outside. Yes, I am outside. So Jeffrey Neely has a very interesting comment. Says, bro, we live in Trump world. Nobody wants old people running shit no more. That is true. Someone says Trump tards are in the chat. They shouldn't be watching faux news. Yeah, so I think it would make a great mayor of New York City, says Sylvia. So I think that I have been impressed with how Zohran Mamdani has been running his campaign. He's run a flawless campaign. I think he needs to speak to, he is speaking to folks like Jen. I think he needs to speak to more people, which I think he will do. We invite him on this program to come talk to us as well. And so I appreciate the campaign that he's run. Andrew Cuomo has been nowhere. Andrew Cuomo has been in the Hamptons a lot. He's been, out fundraising and speaking to rich people in the Hamptons, and people who are, I believe a lot of them are not in tune with the streets, right? At the ground level of New York City, a lot of them live in the ivory towers. And he should be out there speaking, handshaking, going all over New York City, meaning Andrew Cuomo, if he thinks he has any shot at becoming mayor of New York City. But it doesn't look like, to me, this is my opinion, doesn't look like he wants it. He doesn't seem excited. He seems like, maybe, or perhaps embarrassed that he's not polling as well as an upstart. But those things happen. You never know. Lynette says, don't be ageist. Lynette, I'm not saying that. Somebody else is saying that. Eric Adams has one, says Willette Davis. I don't know, do you support Eric Adams? So, look, and this is, another thing that I spoke to Hakeem Jeffries about, which has also been a big deal in the New York City mayoral race, and that is the U.S. or the Democratic parties or particular candidates' support of, or at least getting funding from AIPAC. And he was questioned about it. I questioned him about it to get clarification. He has been questioned about it a lot. As a matter of fact, just yesterday he was questioned about it, and I think he bristled at the question, or perhaps the way the question was asked. Here is Hakeem Jeffries responding just yesterday to a question about receiving money from AIPAC.
4 of your members have now said that they will not be taking AIPAC donations for their campaigns. I'm just wondering if you agree with that position.
I'm going to continue to raise money in the way that I've been raising money since my arrival in the United States Congress. I'm proud of the fact that the average contribution to my re-election campaign is $28 a person. That's the average contribution. If you want to write about anything, write about that. Because it's lower than almost any other member of Congress in the country. And that's the way that I will continue to raise money. In fact, that average contribution of $28 per person is lower than any of the nominees who are running for mayor in New York City. Any of them, based on what was recently disclosed.
Okay, so I just want to know, what do you think? Was that a sufficient answer for you? He says, his average support, he put it in the context of his average supporters, $28, mostly from small donors. And so, did that sufficiently answer it? And he said to me, I said, so you're not bought and paid for? He goes, no, I'm not bought and paid for at all. And he says he thought it was insulting to think that it would affect his support, or at least change how he, that him standing up for what he believes in. So let me know if you think that was sufficient. So look, in that interview, what I tried to do was be more of a human being and have more of a conversation, rather than just sort of rattling off questions when you have a short amount of time, like when someone like Marjorie Taylor Greene is running away from you. And so those types of things, you have to just get direct, keep asking the same question over and over, demanding that they answer. When you're in a position like we were in today, where they're allowing you in, you ask the question, you do it with a smile, you tell them it's not antagonistic, you try to have a conversation with them so that you can continue to come back and follow up and follow up and follow up and try to get some answers. And so I think that is the way to do it here, but we want to do what journalists are supposed to do. So let me know what you think. Was that sufficient? I want to talk to you about a couple of things too as well, and that is what we're dealing with the jobs market. Jobs market right now is not good. RFK Jr. is at a hearing this morning speaking to lawmakers, and that started off with a bang. And we're going to discuss that. And then in this very same live, I think we're going to go over and speak to another congressperson. I think we're going to try to do it for you live, just as we did it yesterday, continuously. And by the way, I had a little sunscreen on. I think you guys may have seen it on my neck. Is it gone? But I need more because I am parched out here sitting in front of the Capitol. But this is what I want to show to you, because Hakeem Jeffries mentioned it just moments ago. He said he calls it the big ugly bill. What is happening with the economy is not good for America. Many people, especially those who are in rural areas and in areas that support Donald Trump, are going to lose a lot of the essential services and safety net services that they have in place right now. And also he said, regardless of the propaganda coming from the Trump administration, the job market is not good. As a matter of fact, my friends over at CNN had an analysis and a report on the job market. So stand by. I don't want to depress you, but here it is.
Just in, new data painting an increasingly worrisome picture for the U.S. jobs market. For the first time in years, job seekers are outnumbering job openings. CNN's Vanessa Yurkevich is following this story for us. What are you seeing here, Vanessa?
Yeah, this is a JOLTS report that we get every single month, and it precedes oftentimes the jobs report that we'll get later in the week. But this JOLTS report essentially revealed that there are fewer jobs available than those that are looking for those jobs. So in the month of July, it reveals that there are 7.18 million jobs open, and there are 7.2 million people who are unemployed looking for jobs, so a little less than one job per person. And what this really signals is that there is starting to be a softening in the labor market, which very much starts to back up what we saw in July's jobs report, which showed a weakening of hiring, just 73,000 jobs added in the month of July, which led to President Donald Trump firing the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which puts out that monthly report. Now, this report should be taken sort of as a brushstroke in a painting of what we're looking at in the U.S. economy. But where job openings are versus where they are not comes across a multitude of sectors. So healthcare and social assistance, fewer jobs there by 181,000. Retail and trade, also fewer job openings in that sector by 110,000. Mining and lodging, fewer jobs by 13,000, and then you can see there are pickups in construction, manufacturing, and wholesale. As I mentioned, Brianna, this report, this JOLTS report, is just before the big jobs report on Friday, which will tell us just how many jobs were added in the month of August.
So here's my question. Jobs? What happened to all of the things that was supposed to be so great about the job market and about prices, and what happened to all of that, all of the promises for Trump supporters? Why don't we ask a former Trump supporter to come in and talk to us about that? Come on in here. Tell me your name. We interviewed you yesterday, day before yesterday.
It was like 2 days ago.
And by the way, guys, if you were wondering, they promised to bring us water, and they did bring me some water. So it was 2 days ago. We just got a jobs report that's not so good. The prices are not so great. You said that you are, should we say you were disgruntled or disillusioned, or you're a former Trump supporter and you're not happy?
I wouldn't exactly call myself a Trump supporter, more so a Trump voter. I've never really been like a mega fan of his. I actually have criticized him in the past, even when I have voted for him on certain things.
Tell me your name again.
Miles, and it's spelled M-Y-L-E-S instead of traditionally M-I-L-E-S.
So go on, you said, but what?
So, yeah, I've never really been like a Trump fan, more so just a Trump voter. And, you know, you mentioned disgruntled, disillusioned, disenfranchised. I would say I'm a little bit of everything in that regard.
Do you think there are a lot of folks like you? I've been hearing from them.
I would say there is. I would say there's a lot of disappointed folks out there, especially first-time Trump voters that hadn't voted for him previously.
Let's show some of the things here. There's some of the lawmakers who are leaving. I guess they have voted, and so we'll see some of them. Maybe some of them will come over and talk to us. I love that they are wearing their sneakers, as you heard. Hey, let's see. Let's walk over here. We're going to get it live. Let's go. Well, he's running off. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what we can get.
Defense on a bipartisan basis, right, which would be nice, right? People like me want to do that, right? Then they shouldn't load it up with poison pills. But what they want to do is they want to politicize defense so they can use it in the election. That's what's going on in this Congress.
Transgender surgeries, big issue.
Okay, so anyway, that we go. They're a little bit concerned about, they're talking about this bill, the usual thing about loading bills up with pork and all of those things. And so, yeah, so there you go. I don't know who's coming out. I want to turn my back. There is Congressman Garcia. Perhaps Congressman Garcia will come out and speak to us, and we'll see what he has to say about this. Congressman Garcia. Here's Congressman Garcia. We'll see if he'll come and talk to us. But this is the place to be, and you can see the media all over there. This is where they wait, sort of take you behind the scenes of what's going on. And if you don't mind, how are you? Good morning. Can you give us just a couple of seconds?
Sure. Yeah.
Good to see you. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you guys were in voting on what? What was it?
Yeah, look, I mean, right now this is about Republicans continuing to try to, through the appropriations process, destroy our agencies. And so Republicans, time and time again, are going to continue to go agency through agency and try to make them weaker and, in my opinion, let go of important environmental protections that are across the budget. And so, look, I think what's interesting this week is they're continuing to essentially prolong this budget fight that we're going to have in front of us in a few weeks, and we have no indication that they're trying to negotiate what we think is going to be an important, fair deal for the American public.
So we just saw Mr. Moskowitz, and he said that they're politicizing it, and it's being politicized, and the bill is being loaded up with all kinds of things.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the most important part about the budget fight is really that Donald Trump is essentially trying to take control over the budget process and essentially diminish the power of Congress to make decisions about where money should be spent. And he's trying through a decision process to control and decide I'm going to spend money here and not here, which is not the way things work around here, and it's certainly not something that we support.
Congressman, on the Epstein files right now, do you think the discharge petition is the best way to go about it, or do you think the work that the Oversight Committee?
I think all of it's the best way. I think we had a subpoena, obviously, as it relates to Epstein. That's going to be really important. We're going to continue to push to get the full documents, but the discharge petition is an important way to get every single member of the Congress on the record. The fact that we have essentially almost all Democrats have signed it, we need more Republicans. If Republicans really want to support transparency, they should sign the discharge petition.
And then, sorry, if I could just ask one more thing. Andrew Bates will be testifying tomorrow. Biden cover-up mental acuity investigation. What do you expect to hear from him, and what do you make of this investigation by the Oversight Committee as a whole?
I mean, look, I think first I'm not going to prejudge what Mr. Bates is going to say, so I think we'll hear from him tomorrow. I think, look, at the important thing about that investigation is Republicans, and certainly on the Oversight Committee, they seem obsessed with the health care of Joe Biden and Joe Biden's health, which is, in my opinion, completely looking backwards, while they're ripping away the health care of 17 million Americans that are actually right now on Medicaid. And so they should be putting their efforts and focus on the health care of the American public versus obsessing about Joe Biden and what he did, he didn't do. That's in the past. We're trying to move forward.
Can I get your thoughts on a convention? Some of the Republicans are considering a midterm convention.
That's up to them.
Would the Democrats consider a midterm? Do you think the messaging needs to get out there?
I think that whether there's a midterm conventions will be up to the parties and the DNC and the RNC. So I really don't have an opinion on that. I think we've just got to continue to message as best as possible.
Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you very much. All righty. So anyway, this is what happens. This is your government in action. Thank you. I'll take that. And I wanted to get you guys behind the scenes. What? Where? I don't see her. Oh, she's standing up there. In the black dress, right? All right, we'll get it. There is... No, that's... Are you sure that's her? I don't think that's her. I'm pretty positive. I don't think so. I can't really tell. My eyes are not that good. Yeah. There's Jamie Raskin. You want to see if you want to try to get him? Let's go. Let's walk over here and see if we can get Jamie Raskin.
I think that's her.
I don't think that's her. I can't see. I know her. I'll see if it's her. But either way, she is up there, and let's see if we can get Jamie Raskin. We have another interview that starts in 10 minutes.
She said we have time.
We have time. Oh, he's still in the boat. Okay. So we just want to get some of the folks. Let's see if we can get Jamie Raskin.
Yeah. Mr. Raskin, as the decisions come out, will you serve on the new January 6th subcommittee?
As an ex officio member, yeah. Absolutely. I don't know why they're like criminals. They want to keep returning to the scene of the crime. They've not laid a glove on a single factual finding of the Select Committee on the January 6th attack. And so all they are doing is giving us the opportunity to educate younger generations of Americans about what happens when you listen to an authoritarian who wants to disregard the rule of law.
Barry Loudermilk has complained in the past about how the original January 6th committee highlighted his tour of the Capitol the day before on January 5th.
What are your thoughts on how that episode
I mean, I know
may have led to all this?
It seems like Mr. Loudermilk wants to place himself right at the center of it for some reason, but I don't remember if that was mentioned in the report. It was so that was not even mentioned in the report. So why is he going back to that irrelevant detail?
Congressman, how are you? Don Lemon, good to see you.
Oh, Don, how are you, man?
I'm great.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Never saw you in person.
I know. Usually we see each other via satellite. So I didn't get your thoughts personally. I've been seeing that you speaking about it. But can we talk about what happened here yesterday? These women were out here pouring their hearts out, and the president sent they're saying, reportedly sent a flyover, but also calling it a hoax at the same time as they were out here.
Well, it's scandalous that Donald Trump would call this a hoax, especially when he was demanding release of the file. Then they assigned 1,000 FBI agents to pore over all the materials to look for Donald Trump's name and to start redacting things. And when they brought back all the information, that's when he said, there's nothing to see here. We want to sweep the whole thing under the rug. Yeah. So, look, I think that the strong appearance of these strong women is a turning point in the fight over the Epstein files, because we are beginning to put the victims first, finally. And that's really where they should have been all along. This is all about the sexual assault on young women and girls. In South Africa, I think they used to say, you've struck the rock, you've struck women, and women all over the country are simply not going to allow them to sweep it under the rug.
Do you think we'll ever see these files redacted or unredacted?
Yes, we are going to see these files, and it's going to be a struggle right to the end of the Trump administration, undoubtedly, because Chairman Comer will do everything in his power to collaborate with Trump to prevent the documents from coming out, which is why they keep manufacturing production of volumes of irrelevant materials to pretend they're doing something. We don't want to see the materials that the White House is sending over. We want to see the materials the White House is not sending over.
Yeah, you have some unsuspecting allies here. You've got Nancy Mace. You've got
Marjorie
Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert. How do you feel about that?
Well, this demonstrates the importance of having women in public office along with men, because right now it's only been Republican women who've been willing to sign the discharge petition to make sure that we get the complete Epstein files out.
Yeah. How do you feel? Do you have confidence in the upcoming midterms, considering what's happening with redistricting and gerrymandering?
We're in the fight of our lives. We are struggling every single day to turn this thing around. But the forces of democracy and freedom are rallying all over America. I was recently in Pennsylvania 10, Scott Perry's district, with our candidate there, Janelle Stelson, and her campaign is surging. We brought 200 young people from Democracy Summer to knock on doors and to have a town hall meeting. I was in Long Island in 2 Republican districts there, the 1st and the 2nd. The Lolota district and the Barbarino district, the Democrats are on fire. And anytime the Republicans dare to have a town hall meeting, they are hearing from their constituents who say that they don't want to cut 17 million people off of Medicaid. No, they don't want to destroy Social Security and the safety net in America. So I think conditions are ripe for us, but of course, they're throwing every trick in the book at the Democrats. They're trying to gerrymander mid-decade to, cheat us out of elections and to deprive us of an honest election. So we've got to fight back.
What do you think of the president offering the current mayor of New York City a job in the administration, supposedly to try to get him out of the race?
Well, there will be a huge backlash to that, and I think there will be a huge Democratic gathering around the Democratic nominee, Mr. Mamdani.
Do you support him? Do you endorse him?
I think that every Democrat is going to support the Democratic nominee for mayor in New York, and that's Mr. Mamdani, and he's tremendously popular with young people all over the country, and he's got a powerful message about making New York City livable.
Yeah. What if Cuomo is in the race and everyone and Eric Adams is out.
Democrats are going to support the Democratic nominee for mayor. And if Andrew Cuomo had won, we would be telling everybody to get behind the Democratic nominee. He lost the campaign, and I hope he's not getting involved with Donald Trump.
This gentleman has a question. I'll get one more, please, and I'll let this gentleman. Let me ask you, what do you say to disenchanted Democrats around the country who feel like, hey, man, you guys aren't stepping up enough. We need your help. Please show us that you're helping us.
Hey, we're in the fight of our lives. We are up against real authoritarianism in America, and so all of us need to be fighting harder. I'm working every weekend. I'm on my way to Lee Stefanik's district tomorrow, and all of us need to be out there, and that's whether you're in elective office or not.
Thank you.
Speaking of getting the message out, I mean, it seems like Republicans, they want to have midterm conventions. Is the Democratic Party considering being able to sell their message?
I had not heard discussion of a midterm convention, yeah, I mean, it's an interesting idea. I suppose they could start by just having some town hall meetings in their districts, but they refuse to actually face the voters. So I don't know that the Republican Party needs another TV extravaganza. They need to go and meet with their constituents.
Would you like to maybe see the Democratic Party possibly?
Oh, excuse me. Thank you. So here we go. We have some time. All right, well, let's see who else we have out here. I don't think that was her. Did she say that was her?
It was 100%.
Are you sure that was that her?
No, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
I did not look like. We thought it was possibly her. Okay, well, yeah, and maybe it's the same sunglasses. But that's okay. We'll have other opportunities. So this is why I love coming here. This is why I love independent media. And so as we continue to go on here, let me just see where we are in this show. So why don't we do take 2 minutes here as we wait for other lawmakers to come out and as we prepare to go over to our next live interview. This is all live, okay? This is all in real life live. Your government behind the scenes. I believe that is what the best way that I can use my talents and skills and ability to inform the American people is to show you behind the scenes how this works so you can have an idea and that perhaps you can feel that you have some agency for what comes next. So, 2 minutes, hang on 1 second.
Here's Rhode Island right here, and then you have one right here in the blue. Illinois, right here. Illinois blue blazer. Bright blue blazer.
Oh, I think I'm good. I don't see. Let me see.
In the bright blue blazer, she's Illinois. You can talk to her about the troops.
I think we're good for now, unless it's a Tammy Duckworth. Then that's good. Anyways, 2 minutes. Word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Support comes from Delete Me. You know, these days, your personal information is everywhere. Your phone number, address, even details about your family can be bought online. That opens the door to identity theft, scams, and harassment. As someone with a big online presence, I take my privacy very seriously. I've seen people I know get doxxed. It is scary. Delete Me makes it easy to remove your personal data from the sites that collect and sell it. Quick, safe, and simple. So take control of all of your information today and keep your private life private. Get 20% off right now by texting DON, D-O-N, to 64000. That's DON to 64000 for 20% off your Delete Me plan. Message and data rates may apply. The Don Lemon Show is brought to you by the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Now, let's talk facts for a second. Across the country right now, politicians are pushing religion into public schools, putting up posters of the Ten Commandments, sending in chaplains with no clinical training, and rerouting public money to private religious schools, many that exclude LGBTQ students or people of other faiths altogether. Okay, this isn't hypothetical. It is happening as we speak. But here's the good news. The Freedom from Religion Foundation is fighting back, and they're winning. In a major victory for religious freedom, a federal court just blocked a Texas law that would have forced every public school classroom to display the Ten Commandments. This is about protecting everyone's rights, not just the majority's. It's about keeping public education truly public, so don't let your rights be rewritten. Learn more at ffrf.org/school or text my name, Don, D-O-N, that's D-O-N, to 511-511. Text fees may apply. That is ffrf.org/school or text Don, D-O-N, to 511-511. Thanks to our sponsors. All righty, here we go. So we are leaving here. We'll be back here a little bit later on. to talk to some more lawmakers. But in the meantime, if there's another vote or whatever, in the meantime, we're going over to another building here in the Capitol to interview a lawmaker. We're going to continue our live here. Look, everything we do on this live stream may not be sexy. There may not be action all the time, but I think it's very interesting. We cannot litter at the Capitol. What is going on with you?
Quick TikTok, really quick. Right
Okay, what do you want to do?
Just right here in the sun.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Well, we're showing them the behind the scenes.
Okay,
Fine.
all right. What?
Okay. So I just need you. You're going to be walking up to the Capitol. I'm just going to be following you around. You kind of just have to look around.
That's
this is
it?
your moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ready? So you're going to look.
All right,
at
I'm doing this. This is for TikTok.
Yeah. Okay, and action. And then look around, and you got to be looking excited.
Did you get that? No. Did you? What do you want me to do something about this morning when we were getting in the taxi?
Oh, dude, we should do it here, please.
What is it?
Please. Do we have like 2 minutes or 1 minute?
Okay.
Here, let me give you. So I'm going to ask you, who do you listen to, Don, before you do a hard-hitting interview? And I'm going to give you.
Besides Cardi?
Oh, they're going to know that. Okay.
Hey, wait, hang on. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on a second.
Hold up. This is proprietary. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give you actually. It's okay. We can get them.
All right, cool. And then I'm just walking past you?
Yeah. You just walk towards the Capitol.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Just start walking.
All right.
Hey, Don, who do you listen to before a hard-hitting interview?
Duh, Easter Pink by Fake Mink. Hi! Oh my gosh! Congresswoman McBride!
How are you?
This your whip? No, don't show license plates. No license plates. Is this your whip?
This is my car. I'm heading back to Delaware.
It is, dude. Do you have a Hemi in here? What is it?
This is a beautiful Chevy Equinox, American made.
You got a whole closet back there.
It's a traveling office.
Can you roll this down? No. Look, she's got a whole closet full of clothes. That you're not living out of your car. Is this we getting breaking news?
No. But you always need to change your clothes.
Yes. You're heading back to Delaware?
I'm heading back to Delaware.
You guys are leaving early today. Why?
Well, the votes were scheduled this morning, so we're not leaving early. They had to hold the vote open for one of the appropriations bills because some of the right-wing members, I guess, didn't get all of the things they wanted, and so there was a little revolt. But I think it just passed. I'm not entirely sure, but it was down, and then a couple votes switched. I think last minute.
Stand by. You ready for this? License and registration, please.
I'm nervous now.
Did you realize you were doing 75 in a 35?
I would never break the rules like that. I am a rule follower.
Wait a minute. Are you Congresswoman McBride?
I'm not going to confirm that because I don't want anyone to think that I'm abusing my power.
So then what do you think?
I'm Sarah McBride.
Okay. So then what do you think of the gerrymandering that's happening in our country?
Well, let's be clear that House Democrats in previous Congresses have introduced and passed through the House nonpartisan gerrymandering reform. And Republicans voted against it, and it never made it all the way through.
Yeah.
Republicans created an environment where there is partisan gerrymandering, and now they are essentially changing the game, the rules of the game in the middle of the game by doing mid-decade redistricting. We've got to fight fire with fire in this moment, and I support what California's trying to do, what some of the other Democratic states are trying to do in response to the Republicans, because it's clear, even if we don't redistrict, Republicans will redistrict, and so we've got to make sure that the maps are as equitable as possible.
I'm going to let you off with a warning for that, and I'm not going to give you a ticket. So you drive safely, okay?
I will always drive
And
safely.
I know this is an 8-cylinder fuel injected with a Hemi in it. Your Equinox.
My Chevy Equinox, my American-made, union-built Chevy Equinox.
Thank you, Congresswoman. We'll see you later. All right, no license plates, no license plates. She's driving up. Let her driving up a little bit. Bye, Congresswoman. All right, so anyway, that was fun. That was fun.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
What was I going to tell you?
Yeah.
We're just hustling.
Okay, we're hustling.
Magic just happened.
We're hustling, baby.
And also, Massey's on the steps right there if you just want to.
Where?
He's right here.
Oh, yeah, we talked to him
Yeah,
yesterday.
he was
We're good.
awesome. He at least answered the question.
I saw Byron Donalds walking out, but I couldn't get to him. How you doing? I couldn't get to him. It's interesting to hear some of. I'm a hustler, baby.
It's gonna feedback.
I know it is going to feedback. I wonder why the volume doesn't go all the way down on this phone. This is how I know what's happening, and I have communications. It's like the only way I'm able to hear. The only way I'm able to hear the show is through the phone, and so for some reason the volume does not go all the way down. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm texting Monique Presley right now to see if she wants to have dinner with me. All right. She said, watching the live, I'm so proud of you and proud to be connected. Keep going. Thank you. Love you, Monique Presley. And can you hold this? I'm going to do something gross.
Do you need me to? Okay, you need to hit the like button. If you don't hit the like button right now and share this, people aren't going to see this. We're about to talk to more Congress members. Please, 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 you have to hit the like. That's what notifies other people in the Lemon Nation to subscribe and see this. So that's really important. I'm Chris. I'm one of Don's producers. I have Aura as one of...
like if you think he looks cool in his sunglasses.
Yeah, I have Aura. The Congress members were saying that yesterday. Please, Don really, really needs as many people to see this. So you have to hit the like button right now and drop some comments. What do you want to see? Do you want us to go out on the streets tonight and talk to the real hardworking Americans? I'm getting my report back from Don to take back over.
No, I like that. You can be the guy that comes on and says, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Seriously, it's true. Oh my gosh. Shade. Oh, thank you, God. I'm in the shade. I'm in the shade. I've been in the desert for so long. 40 days and 40 nights. Anyways, there we go. How are you, sir? There's the Capitol Police protecting us. Thank you for protecting us. Sitting over there. Oh, this feels so good. We're going into the Cannon office building. Now, here's what's going to happen here. We are going to have to put the camera and all of our stuff through security again. And so you're going to see the inside of the security machine, of the screening machine. Everybody's get all your, so you can just put those on stilts. Oh yeah, got it. Don't put it in just yet. So this is me. Can you hear that feedback on the air, producers, control room? We come through every day. Yeah, it won't see. It won't. Okay.
No, we're not.
All right.
Oh, I got you.
Okay. All right. So Chris beeped for some reason. Don't know why Chris is beeping. Chris is beeping. Okay, so I'm actually in the rotunda in the Cannon building. Oh my gosh. Air conditioning. That is amazing. Okay, so I'm actually in the rotunda in the Cannon. We have to go down the stairs. Okay, I hope we don't lose connectivity because we have to go down the stairs. We got to go down the stairs, so I hope we don't lose connectivity. All right, Chris. You're standing in front of the camera.
I know. I was blocking it, my bad.
Dude, what are you doing?
I'm horrified.
You try, dude. If you want to be on camera, come on. We can start your own YouTube channel. So weird. Anyway, look how beautiful this is. And this is where reporters do all of their stuff for all the different networks up in the balconies. Here you see their lights and their equipment all set up. I know I'm making you dizzy. We have to go downstairs. Hopefully we don't lose connectivity because we're going downstairs to interview Congressman Barra from Cali. What does Congressman Barra want to discuss? I mean, what are they interested in, huh? Congressman Barra.
Yes.
Sorry.
RFK Jr. and Epstein.
Yes. Two subjects, and we will play. RFK Jr. has a Senate hearing this morning, and apparently it got kicked off with a bang. I hope we don't lose connectivity. How? This way? All right. It's a little dark down here. Why doesn't the volume go down in this thing?
The grass loophole, fluoride in our drinking water, gas station heroin, electronic cigarettes, drug prices, prior authorization, information blocking.
The committee will come to order. I apologize to you for that outburst, Secretary Kennedy. I would notify everyone else in the audience. Comments from the audience are inappropriate. If there are any further disruptions, the committee will recess until the police can restore order. Mr. Secretary.
And I'm approaching this as a doctor, not as a senator. I am concerned about children's health, seniors' health, all of our health. And I applaud you for joining the president in a call for radical transparency. Thank you for that. I said yesterday, I believe it, that President Trump deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed. If he had been President Obama, he would have gotten it. But because of Operation Warp Speed, forcing the federal government to come to a vaccine development within 10 months.
You ready?
I said yesterday, I believe it, that President Trump deserves.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
you.
Gorgeous.
Thank
sure
you.
You're smarter than you are gorgeous, but so that's it. How are you? What's going on? Stand by. We're in a sound. Okay, now we're live.
Okay.
So anyway, hi. Can we show these guys? Can I show?
Absolutely.
This is a staff. They wanted to come out and meet us. Come on, say hi. Say hi to the Lemon Nation.
Hello.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good,
Thank you. Are you guys new?
Yes.
You're here for your interns? You're here for the summer. I mean, for the fall, excuse me. And what school?
Just graduated from USC.
Nice. You?
Cal Poly Pomona.
Nice. Okay. Are you studying anything that has to do with politics? Yeah.
Yes.
Political science? What? Yeah.
Political science and African American studies.
Nice. You?
International relations.
Great. You guys are all good looking. You have a very good looking staff. You? Not so much. How are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you for allowing us in. Yeah, thank you. Do you want to hang in here or do you want to take a walk around the halls?
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, first, we want to see your office, and let's talk to you. While we were coming in, we were playing the soundbite from, RFK Jr. is in hearings today. It's not going very well. It started with a bang.
I don't think it should go very well. I mean, think about what this guy's doing to America's healthcare system.
Yeah. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so we did a press conference today. There's 6 Democratic doctors just saying, like, the oath we take when we enter the profession is to do good, do no harm, and to help people make their best qualified decisions. What RFK Jr. is doing around vaccines, to the CDC, et cetera, it's making us unsafe.
Yeah. I'm concerned about that. I'm wondering, I'm thinking that what's happening in Florida, you heard what the guy in Florida said. Producers, let me know in the text, do we have the Florida guy saying that they are going to make vaccines not mandatory? Do we have that soundbite? If we do, let me know quickly in the chat. Just say yes or no, because I'm not listening to you guys in the control room anymore because I couldn't turn the volume down. Yes? No? Hello? 1, 2, 3. Bueller? Okay. I don't know. Hello? Yes, we do. Okay, play it.
What I'm most excited about is an announcement that we're going to make, that we're making now, which is that the Florida Department of Health, in partnership with the governor, is going to be working to end all vaccine mandates in Florida law. All of them. All of them. All of them. Every last one of them. Yeah. Every last one of them. All of them. Every last one of them. Every last one of them is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery. Okay? Who am I as a government or anyone else, or who am I as a man standing here now to tell you what you should put in your body? Who am I to tell you what your child should put in your body? I don't have that right. Your body is a gift from God. What you put into your body, is because of your relationship with your body and your God. I don't have that right. Government does not have that right. They want you to believe they have that right. And unfortunately, they've been successful. They've been successful.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean,
what do you think?
That is crazy, right? Again, what's going on in this country right now, right? Vaccines are pretty much finished science, right? We all had childhood vaccines. We largely eliminated measles, and this year we saw some kids die of measles down in Texas. We saw, hundreds of people get sick with measles. So we've got to restore trust. Right now, I would say, go talk to your doctors. Don't listen to what RFK Jr. is putting out there. Don't listen to what this guy in Florida is putting out there. Sit down with your doctors, talk to them, get the right information.
Wait a minute. I am hearing someone who is a physician, who is a lawmaker, saying you cannot listen to our Health and Human Services Department. That's very, very serious.
Absolutely. I mean, look at what he did to the Vaccine Advisory Board. This is the gold standard in the world, looking at the scientific evidence and making recommendations. He disbanded it, put conspiracy theorists on there. What he did with the CDC, what the director of the CDC who got fired and the lead staff at the CDC, they did their jobs. They stood up and said, hey, wait a minute, this is not sound science. They pushed back on RFK Jr., they got fired for it. They're heroes, and he's not.
What? People around America are wondering how this happens. How do you have people sitting there in Florida, a group of people cheering for vaccines not to be mandated? Look, I'm old enough for that one. You know what I mean?
One too.
Yeah, where it has the marks. Yeah. And when it seems such a normal.
We used to get those vaccines in school, right? We'd show up and we eliminated smallpox, which used to kill hundreds of thousands of people. So vaccines, again, have been one of the strongest public health advances in history. I think what we're living through is just a hangover from the pandemic, from COVID-19, right? There's lots of hard feelings. We got some things wrong. We got some things not right. So we got a lot of things right. We saved a lot of lives, but we've never had this full reckoning talking about, okay, what did we get right? What did we get wrong? And how do we start to heal ourselves?
Yeah, but I mean, to have a hangover, this could be a permanent hangover that could affect, the health of America. Lives are in jeopardy.
Yeah, absolutely. People are going to die, right? I mean, people are going to listen to RFK Jr., the Health and Human Services Secretary, and they're going to get scared about this. And they may choose not to get a vaccine. And we saw that again in Texas. We know that we had some kids die in Texas.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
I mean, that's tragic, right? Measles is a 100% preventable condition. It's something that, the vaccine's proven safe, efficacious, and that was sound science. And again, folks are now questioning whether they should get the measles vaccine. That's dangerous.
I can't believe that we're here. Have you had the opportunity, has he spoken to you guys? Have you had a chance to question him?
No, we haven't. So he's obviously over at the Senate doing a hearing. Senator Bill Cassidy, who's a physician.
I was just going to ask you that. That was my next question. And let me just state of Louisiana is now saying
Bill's a good guy. He's an honest individual. We served together in the House, so I respect him. He questioned RFK Jr. and at the last minute voted to confirm him. I feel like he was lied to, and I haven't heard what he's asking in committee today, but I hope he's asking hard questions. Again, my sense is RFK Jr. lied to him in those confirmation hearings, and I hope Senator Cassidy takes him to task.
Yeah. And did you hear what Senator John Kennedy said? Basically, he said it was a goat rodeo, and that he doesn't see where there's confidence has been restored to the department.
So,
who is a Trump supporter? You can call him MAGA.
So call it a goat rodeo, but get whatever that is. By the way,
it's a chaotic rodeo. I'm from Louisiana. It's one of those sayings, you're at a goat rodeo. But
anyways, I think there is chaos. Look at what they've done to the NIH, the CDC. Again, these are folks that we rely on to help us cure cancer, help us look for the next great therapies for Alzheimer's and other things. And they've just dismantled this whole healthcare system that's been the envy of the whole world.
Yeah. So what's your concern? I know you said the concern is that people are going to die, and how can the American people have confidence, let's say, in you guys that you're doing what you need to do to fight this?
So here's my message. I would actually, I don't normally praise Donald Trump, but his greatest achievement in his first term was Operation Warp Speed. Within 12 months, we had a COVID vaccine. Right. Those mRNA vaccines saved millions of lives around the world.
I think it was within 9 months, but then he ran away from it.
But you know what?
And it saved his life.
Saved his life. He should be celebrating that. And here, his Health and Human Services director is taking this apart. He ought to ask RFK Jr. to come into the office, explain himself, and if he can't, fire his ass.
Do you think that that'll actually happen?
You know what? Donald Trump is sensitive to public opinion. Privately, we've heard that he actually feels like that was his greatest accomplishment, the Operation Warp Speed.
Well, he said that. He touts it now, but back then he ran away from it. He's embraced it like we did it, and then when his base was like...
Take credit for it, right? It was his greatest achievement. What is he going to do when there are Trump supporters who show up to get their flu shot or get their COVID shot and they're told, oh, we don't have it? Those are folks that may support Donald Trump, but they also believe in vaccines. Hopefully that starts to get back to him, and he's like, hey, wait a minute, this is crazy.
Yeah. You know what I would like to know, whether, he has a child, I think that's 18 or 19 now, whether that child was vaccinated. I want to know if his older children are vaccinated, if his grandkids are vaccinated. I would just wonder, maybe that's the way that you can contextualize this for him, saying, look, you have kids and grandkids, and assuming you'll probably have some great grandkids. Hey, do you think that they should be vaccinated?
Right.
How would you feel if they weren't, or someone who wasn't vaccinated infected them?
I can almost guarantee Jared and Ivanka's kids are vaccinated, right? Donald Trump took the COVID vaccine. Most members of Congress took the COVID vaccine and probably have their kids are vaccinated. We ought to ask every member of Congress. It's like, are your kids vaccinated? I bet almost 100% are all vaccinated.
They're going to say, that's my personal business, and they're going to say HIPAA, which is not really a HIPAA issue.
No, it's not a HIPAA issue. It's a science issue. And again, we should recommend, to the public what we recommend to our own kids.
Can we talk about Epstein?
Sure.
Where do you stand on this?
Listening to some of the testimony of the victims yesterday, they're sharing their stories. This is no longer about politics. This is about getting justice for those folks. And, Donald Trump talked about this for a long time. He campaigned on the Epstein, releasing the Epstein files, to help these victims find closure. Let's actually release the files.
Do you think that'll actually happen?
I'm actually shocked that Donald Trump is going in the opposite direction, calling this a hoax. That's pretty shameful when you listen to these survivors.
Okay.
Right, I would never have expected Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Nancy Mason, Ami Bera were all on the same side of the issue, but we are.
Yeah. And Congressman Massey.
And Congressman Massey. Now, he's my classmate. I know Tom. I respect him because he's always consistent in his beliefs, and he's staying consistent. This shouldn't be about Trump. It shouldn't be about politics. Right now, it should be about helping these victims find closure.
I wonder why you're surprised. Maybe it's just a figure of speech. I'm not surprised, but what do you think that going from 100 to breaking to 0. Let's not talk about this.
Right.
What do you think that is?
Well, methinks he doth protest too much, right? I may have butchered my Hamlet, but
doth protest too much,
right? So, there's something there. So he must have looked at those files. I don't know if he's implicated, but I bet he knows some names that are in there.
His name is in there. Reportedly, his name is in there a number of times, and apparently or reportedly, the Justice Department. I think it was Pam Bondi, reportedly, to instructed the FBI to redact him, to remove his name.
We know he knows Jeffrey Epstein. We've seen all the pictures. We know they
had partying like,
exactly,
hey,
right?
Look at the lady over there.
I want to see that birthday book. Again, he may not have done anything illegal. He may not have participated in any of this underage sex trafficking, but listening to those victims yesterday, listening to them tell their stories about how they were manipulated and used, this should be about them and helping them find closure. That should not be a Democratic or Republican issue.
There are lots of issues that are extremely important, and I believe that our lawmakers can walk and chew gum at the same time. Where do you think this Epstein thing ranks?
The truth is, the world's on fire right now. We've got issues with our relationship with India. We're watching Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un watching the military parade. That's the stuff we got to focus on. The Jeffrey Epstein stuff, that should just be about justice. So that it shouldn't actually be a political issue. Our DOJ should say, we want to bring justice to these perpetrators.
We've been talking about this morning. Before we came to you, we were with Leader Jeffries in his office. It was a really great interview. He gave us, I believe, an exclusive. He said when he goes home, I don't know if it'll be this weekend or soon, he's going to have a decision about endorsing who he's going to endorse for the New York City mayoral race. I think he's going to say he's going to endorse Mamdani, because the reason I say that is that it was kind of a giveaway, because when I asked him about the president offering Eric Adams a job, he said, I don't believe that that's going to work. So I said, I think that means you're going to support. But anyway, what do you think?
I'm a Californian, so I don't have a vote in New York City.
The two places that I believe have the most political importance are the three: Washington, D.C., New York City in general, and California, and maybe Los Angeles.
So here's what I'd say is I think Mamdani is a unique character and symbolic of a rising generation. Right? He knows how to use new media, social media, connect with that generation of millennials, Gen Zs that feel really dissatisfied right now with what's going on in the world. So I think he captured their imagination. I would also say, looking from afar, you have two other candidates running as independents now, in former Governor Cuomo as well as Eric Adams, who, from a distance, have a lot of flaws.
I'm listening.
Right? So they're not ideal candidates. And again, I think that's why Mamdani has a real shot at winning.
Yeah, I don't even know if he offered a job and Eric Adams accepted, he offered him the job. If he offered Curtis Lewa a job, if that's even possible, if Curtis Lewa actually accepted and both of them are out, I don't even think that.
It's Andrew Cuomo versus Mamdani. We've already seen that show. He probably wins.
Yeah. So, but that is important too. The reason I think it's important and that we're talking about it is because if Mamdani does win, they're going to use, Republicans will say, see, the Democrats are socialists and they're communists and all of that.
What I'd say is they're going to say that anyways, right? So that's just campaign and politics is a contact sport. So it's not for the faint of heart. So, again, I think Mamdani represents a rising generation. He's able to communicate with folks with where they are on the mediums and in the language that they consume media, just as you are right now, right? So, we'll see. And as Democrats, we could actually learn something from connecting with that generation.
Let me ask you about your governor. How do you feel about what he's doing with redistricting and fighting back against Republicans' efforts to steal the midterm elections and elections moving forward?
Gavin's having a moment right now. I'm glad that California is fighting back. Now, I'm someone who believes in independent redistricting commissions, taking the politics out of the districts. But you know what? Donald Trump doesn't play by the rules, and this is a moment in time where we got to fight back. Like, we've got to play by the same rules they're playing by. We've got to win, and then maybe we can fix this. So right now, our party, our base wants us to fight back. This is the one way we could fight back.
You're the man. Anything else that you want to talk about?
Nah, you know what? Don't lose faith in America. We're going through a rough patch right now, but, you know, we always...
Wait a minute. Hold on one second. Eric, where are you? Congressman Swalwell. He said he'll be here. We're going to interview him on Monday. Okay. All right. You're right next to him. You guys are pretty close.
Fellow Californians.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
Again, don't lose faith in the country. I mean, we're going through a rough patch. I also see a generation rising of millennials, Gen Z, that view the world differently, but we've got to be fighting for them.
Yeah.
So they have the same opportunity that we've had.
Yeah. You're the man.
Great. Thank you.
You have a great day. Can we come back and talk to you often?
Let's do it.
I appreciate it. I love that you're a doctor. I love that, and you're like just a dude. Yeah. You say things the way people speak, right?
Yeah, I love this country, right? I mean, my parents immigrated from India. They got a chance to live their life. My mom was a public school teacher. I'm a product of public schools. I had a chance to reach my full potential. We got to fight for that, right? We got to make sure our kids and grandkids have that same chance that we have.
Can I say something? Can I just be really honest with you, an honest moment? You know, during the last election, there were a couple of folks who are Indian American who were running for president and had higher aspirations. And they somehow did not seem to understand the connection between the civil rights movement and black people and the contributions that black people and how my ancestors helped all immigrants to this country be able to come here and also have some of the rights. Why do you think some Indian Americans are, you know, and I'm talking about Ramaswamy and I'm talking about Haley and all of that. What do you...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can only speak for myself. What I love about this country is we're this rich tapestry of different cultures, different religions, all woven together, one after another. That's why we reinvent ourselves, and that's why America is such a unique country. Let's not lose that. Let's not lose who we are, that rich history. We're not perfect. You know, go back to slavery, go back to things in our past. But in order to form that more perfect union, we still are a really unique country. Let's not lose who we are. Right.
This is a good dude right here. Thank you very much. Be well. We'll be in touch, okay? Thank you so much.
Quick video right
Oh, we need a video. Okay. In the light?
Yeah, we're in the light.
Okay, what do you want us to do? Just
I think just like either a handshake or just, I'm going to push it. It's going to be about 6 to 7.
social media.
Social media.
All right, ready?
Absolutely.
Hang on.
It works. Okay, ready? And action.
All good?
Keep going.
Thank you. Be well. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you. Wow, look, charts and everything. We got to go. We got to boogie. Okay, where to next?
We're going to the House steps.
To the House steps again.
We're going to speak with Yasemin Ansari.
With we're speaking.
Yasemin Ansari.
Oh, Yasemin Ansari from Arizona. Okay, now we're going back to the steps. I'm glad I got that when we were playing the soundbite from RFK. No, from the guy in Florida. I got a giant swig of water. Now, what if I have to use a bathroom? I guess I got to hand the mic over to.
I'm your co-host when you need it.
Do you need to go home?
No. No, should I go to the restroom now?
Yasemin, it's only going to be like 10 minutes because she has a press conference.
This way.
Exit right here. I don't know if that's
Yeah, so we're trying to find our way out of here. That was interesting. So we're going to continue on here, guys. All righty. All right, so guys, just so you know. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Just so you know,
Sorry.
as it's been, I hope in the chat, we have merch. People ask us about that. What's going on, guys? How are you? Hello.
Lennon head, stand by. Don will be right back.
Let's show some merch while we're frozen here.
Or you get to our main YouTube page. You can check out our merch. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we made it. Woohoo! So you can become a member, make sure you're subscribed. And remember, we're out here fighting. We're fighting for democracy. Okay? Bring you this information. We need your support. We need you to become a member, subscriber, check out our merch. It all helps because we depend on your generosity. Hello, officers. Thank you for protecting us. We appreciate it. So that's it. I'm just being completely honest with you. You support independent journalism, independent media, not just me. You should support Joy. You should support Jim Acosta. You should support Roland. You should support all of us who are out here fighting in independent streets.
Don Lemon, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
That guy's back.
Hey, I like your look out, look out. Oh, whoa, whoa.
3205.
Yeah.
336, 356, 36. It's getting better.
Okay, it's getting better. I think it's just reconnected. How are you? I like your disco ball.
I like my disco ball.
What's going on? It's been a while. When was the last time I saw you? Oh, we were here for the election.
That was I had a Harris flag up there.
You had the so now what do you got up? Are we back?
We're back.
Yeah,
we're back. We're good. So what's going on?
You lost some weight. You look good.
No, I'm just wearing tight clothes. No, I've been working my ass off. That's what's happening.
Very good.
What's going on?
Oh, I think we're making the turn. I'm asking Donald Trump to do two things for me. I want him to support Ukraine, and I want him to bring real peace to the Middle East.
Yeah.
Between Israel and Palestine.
You're still out here fighting the good fight. Why?
Yeah. I think he can do it.
Yeah.
And he seems to be making the turn. You know, they're talking about giving some money to Palestinians. At least that's the conversation starting. I don't know what that means. And he seems to be putting the screws to Putin a little bit. So we're seems like we're making some progress. He's maybe he'll get us there. I think he's got enough gravitas.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a pass on everything else.
I know. I forget. Tell me your name again. I'm sorry.
David Marks.
David, we saw David when we were doing our tour for the election in 2024, and he was out in front of the monument. We saw you, right?
Yeah.
In front of the Washington Monument.
But I'm from Orlando.
Yeah. But it's been a big issue, this war. In Gaza, and
it's kind of like, you think about it, it's kind of like a colony of Russia, and it can be what Russia could become, right? And so and Taiwan's kind of the same thing, right? So Taiwan is kind of a colony from China. It's what China could become. So and it's what we want them to become. So I think supporting those groups is good.
Yeah.
Because I think both Russia and China internally are they're decaying internally. They're both having all kinds of problems internally. So it's not the system's not working.
Yeah.
System's not working.
Well, thank you. I was selfishly standing here because your flag was blocking me from the sun. But I like you. Thank you, sir.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Keep fighting the good fight. Okay. Back to the steps of the Capitol. Man, we need an umbrella. By the way, you guys said we were spotty. I could see you on YouTube. I'm watching the YouTube thing, and we were fine during the whole thing. Were you in the shade hanging out?
Oh, no, I was talking to this guy.
Okay. Producers, if you can you send me the one sheet, please, of the interviews? I can't find it. I want to make sure that I have all of the topics that I need to. Oh, I found it. I think I found it.
Send it to you again.
I think I have it.
Oh.
All right. All right. Sorry, I keep sniffing. It's getting better. Trust me. I know some of you have been saying, I wish Don would stay home and get better, but I'm glad he's out here. So I've been trying to sleep at night. Been taking my cold medicine at night, and I didn't take any this morning because I'm tired of taking it. It makes me, when I'm out here, I get so dry that I can barely speak. But I've been hydrating. We're back at the steps of the Capitol. Security is not quite as tight. I think it's because the lawmakers are heading out. They've had a vote. Oh my gosh, it's hot as bears, you know what, out here. But we are going to speak to, in just moments, to Yasmin Ansari at the House steps. We're going to talk to about Epstein recent visits to ICE detention facilities, and I want to know what those recent visits have been like. So Epstein and her recent, so producers are now telling me that. There she is. Can you hold on 1 second. Congresswoman, how are you doing?
Hey, good, how are you?
I'm great. Can you hold this for me?
Yeah.
This is live in real life, IRL. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting over a cold.
Okay.
So I just
Sorry
want to
about
do this.
that.
I want you to say hi to the Lemon Nation.
Hi, Lemon Nation. Nice to meet you guys.
Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you.
Dawn is sick over here.
No, I'm not sick. It's just the remnants. Come over here because we want to stand in front and folks to see you in front of the Capitol. We're so appreciative of you doing this.
Of course.
We're trying to show our government at work. And we're showing what independent media can do, and that is speaking to people on the streets about their concerns and speaking to our lawmakers directly. Now, I want to talk to you about Epstein, but I know something that's really, really important to you is what's happening with rounding people up on the streets, the lack of due process. Yeah. You recently visited an ICE facility. Take us there. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, I went to the Eloy Detention Center. It's in southern Arizona, about an hour outside my district. I represent Phoenix. And it was my second visit. And both times have been really, really heartbreaking. This time I spoke with more than 24 women in the facility who described at length the abuse that they endure at the facilities, the fact that there is really no good drinking water, the fact that they're getting used underwear and there's infections are rampant. What? The fact that, I mean, it's a full-blown prison, and these women that I talked to, these people have no criminal record. This is not Donald Trump saying we're going after criminal. They're asylum seekers, they're refugees, they're green card holders in some cases, people married to U.S. citizens. The woman, we're holding an event today to call attention to her case. Her name is Yadi. She's been there for almost 7 months. She has leukemia, and for 7 months, they've refused her access to an oncologist and an actual specialist. They keep telling her she has a stomach ulcer without doing any sort of testing for anything. They give her Tylenol. I literally saw her body. She has bruises all over her body. She's coughing up blood. This woman is dying. Yeah. And all we want ICE to do is let her see a specialist. So this is a really important issue because the Republican budget that just passed before we went on recess gives billions of more dollars to ICE and to these private prison companies that are about to ramp up and quadruple detention center capacity across the country so Donald Trump can meet these insane quotas that he set.
Oh my gosh. Can we go in here? Do you mind sitting here?
No, of course.
Yeah. That way, at least we can take a load off a little bit, and there's nothing we can do about the sun. I mean, that's some serious stuff. It seems to me like the cruelty is the point because, in America, we believe in due process. Yeah. We don't believe in torturing people. We believe in treating people humanely, citizens or not. It's America. We're not an autocracy. We're not a dictatorship. It's not a third world country.
We're not supposed to be. But
what is going on?
This is a president who wants to be a dictator. I mean, he is an authoritarian. When you have Stephen Miller running point on this mass deportation policy and all things immigration and national security, this is the outcome that you're going to get. I don't expect with the Republicans that we have in Congress that we're going to see a change in the ambition level that they have in terms of meeting these quotas and rounding people up. My aim, though, is to improve the conditions at the ICE detention facilities. My argument is that if we're going to carry out this horrific policy, the bare minimum that we should be doing is making sure that when people are there, they're treated with dignity and respect. They get proper food, they get proper water. If they're sick, they get medical care and of course due process and letting them sit before a judge and plead their case. And so I can't tell you how heartbreaking it is because I have spoken now to these women at length, women from Mexico, Cuba, Iran, Russia, Kazakhstan, all over the world. And people in this, obviously this is just one detention facility. There's so many around the entire country.
When you, I guess you were surprised by the conditions. Did you think like, this is worse than I thought or?
I think so because I wasn't expecting a prison. Like these are not people who have committed crimes. So why are we in a fenced prison with these small cells, and people are describing pure torture. They also described there have been some horrific stories I've heard. Women, the first time I went, described a guard forcing them outside to march in the heat in Arizona and to just walk around in circles. One woman fainted, and they were being screamed at with someone telling them, quote, "This is the price of the American dream."
What?
Yeah.
When you speak to your Republican colleagues about this, what do they say?
I actually brought up this exact story in a Homeland Security hearing, and the witness was from the Heritage Foundation. So obviously the Republicans were there listening. The witness was from the Heritage Foundation. I tell this whole story, and the first response out of the witness's mouth was, "I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Can you repeat that?" And then I repeat the whole thing, and people just they look at you as though you're crazy. And when I tweet about it or talk about it publicly, I refer to these individuals. Some of them are my constituents. And then they start going after you and saying, "Oh, of course, we knew that Democrats are only supporting illegal aliens because that's how they rig elections." And I'm like, I didn't say voter. I said constituent.
Yeah.
We are responsible.
And that's real. That's not what it's about.
Right. But for them, it's just baffling that you would care about somebody who's not voting for you. Yeah. Whereas to me, and you mentioned this, to me, this is actually a big national security issue for us.
I think it's my top issue. Because if you start treating, it's a whole thing. The poem. First they came for this person and this group, and then finally when they came for me, there was no one to stand up for me. And so I think that we have to stand up for people's rights as human beings.
Exactly.
That's at the very base level.
Exactly. That is hugely important. Then there's so many facets to this. Obviously, there's the moral case. But again, I think from a U.S. security perspective, when we are treating human beings from so many different countries around the world like this, we're becoming notorious now for, obviously there was the Guantanamo legacy, but now we're doing this inside our own detention centers. Not to say this is new. We've had these detention centers, and I'm sure they have not been run properly for a long time under both administrations. But the problem is that now you have these two major companies, Core Civic and Geo Group, making record profits, and I just think that they're taking as much money as they can for themselves and really skimping on the basic decency.
It's all about money. And how much money is enough, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can we talk about, so right over here, we were there yesterday across from where we're looking, and there were these brave women who were out here pouring their hearts out about the horrors that they experience with Jeffrey Epstein and being connected to all of that at the very same time. I don't know if you heard the flyover that happened.
I did, yeah. I was
and he was in the Oval Office saying, "This is a hoax."
Yeah. The corruption of Donald Trump and his administration is astounding. I was there yesterday as well. The day before, I'm on the oversight committee, so we had a closed door.
Yeah, it's like
six women. Five, I think we heard from yesterday and have come out publicly. One had never spoken publicly before. It was one of the most gut-wrenching things I've ever heard, and I think that, there's the Donald Trump of it all, and obviously him calling it a hoax after years of calling for the release of this information is extremely suspicious, and I think points to a massive cover-up from the White House. We know that's underway, but I think what's also terrifying is there's so much more to this. I'm sure you've heard, but there was, a lot of talk about all of the individuals and entities and potentially foreign governments who enabled Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein didn't do this all on his own, right? Or with Ghislaine Maxwell. There were names provided of individuals who have been part of his orbit for decades, enabling his crimes. Lots of fake companies that were part of this, fake marriages they mentioned. The lawyers kept emphasizing, follow the money and, look at the banks and withdrawals that were made. But I think we owe it to the survivors. The over 1,000 is what the number I have heard. It could be more. we owe it to those survivors to finally hold the people who were involved accountable. It's not just about Epstein and Maxwell. We need to hold everyone who was a co-conspirator, enabler, somebody who took part in the abuse of these young girls accountable. Like, it's 2025.
How deep do you think it goes for Donald Trump?
I mean,
you won't know until it's released, but
yeah, I feel. I mean, I think it goes very, very deep. They were best friends for many, many years. I just saw an interview that was done last night about a fallout they had over a property in Florida.
Yeah, I think it was like $40 million.
Exactly.
Yes, it's
sold for $95 million to a Russian oligarch. I mean, I hate to, I sound like I'm talking about an episode of House of Cards or Scandal, but I think that's how deep this goes. And it's very clear by the way that he is trying to, I think one of the most telling pieces of information is just from these last few days of Donald Trump and the White House calling Republicans, asking them not to sign this discharge position and saying it would be a, quote, hostile act to the White House to do so. Why?
Yeah.
Why is it a hostile act if there's nothing to hide?
I know that you're probably happy that some of your Republican colleagues are at least on your side.
Yeah,
right? There are some.
It's really great.
But when I think Thomas Massey had a good answer. I asked him who he's reaching out to and what are they saying. He said he's reached out to people. He said, I don't want to tell you about the conversations. I asked Marjorie Taylor Greene. She would not answer my question. I think it's great that they're standing there and they're supporting, but they've got to get their colleagues to come over. Right. And part of being an ally is helping other people to understand how important it is.
Right.
I think it's important that they reach out to other people, to their colleagues. Do you think so?
Of course, absolutely. I mean, the Republicans aren't going to be compelled by me talking to them. They're going to be compelled by, unfortunately.
That's what I was trying to explain, but she wouldn't answer, but go on.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be compelled by who their friends are, who their, allies are. And both of those people, individuals could find one or two others, I think, that would agree. And then I think it's public pressure. Like, I think the reason we've even gotten to this point and the fact that you have the chairman of the Oversight Committee, James Comer, calling the victims in, I think is the immense public pressure that they've gotten. And look, I think about it also from the perspective of young girls and women today who are watching this, because if in the year 2025, when we have a president who has been convicted as a felon and, has so many allegations against him himself, if we cannot demonstrate that we will prevent this from happening again and hold the perpetrators accountable, then we are letting down young girls and women across the United States.
I want to ask them, until just one of the producers, I want to go to the soundbite from RFK Jr. if you have it, and I want to ask the Congresswoman about that, because apparently this just happened in a hearing. Okay. Senator Bill Cassidy said, "Do you agree with me that President Trump deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed?" RFK Jr. says, I'll let you hear it. Here it is.
And I'm approaching this as a doctor, not as a senator. I am concerned about children's health, seniors' health, all of our health. And I applaud you for joining the president in a call for radical transparency. Thank you for that. I said yesterday, I believe it, that President Trump deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed. If he had been President Obama, he would have gotten it. But because of Operation Warp Speed, forcing the federal government to come to a vaccine development within 10 months when others said it couldn't be done, we saved millions of lives globally, trillions of dollars, we reopened economies, an incredible accomplishment. Mr. Secretary, do you agree with me that the president deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed?
Yeah, absolutely, Senator. That was phenomenal.
Let me ask you, but you just told Senator Bennett that the COVID vaccine killed more people than COVID.
Wait,
that was a statement.
I did not say that.
Okay, then let me ask, because you also were
Senator, I just want to make clear, I did not say that.
We'll check the record. That's a question of fact. You also said that you were also, as lead attorney for the Children's Health Defense, you engaged in multiple lawsuits attempting to restrict access to the COVID vaccine. Again, it surprises me that you think so highly of Operation Warp Speed when, as an attorney, you attempted to restrict access. Now, let me ask.
I'm happy to explain why.
I have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. Thoughts, please, Congresswoman. He ran away from that vaccine, by the way, and he's like, at first he was like happy that he did it, and then he found out his base was like, we don't like it, and he's like, and then now he wants a Nobel Peace Prize.
So this whole Nobel Peace Prize thing, it's so funny to me how.
Can we just go? Sorry.
Like, yes.
It's crazy.
I'm always between crying and laughing around here.
It's crazy. Like he wants to be loved, and he wants accolades, and I mean. What?
I mean, have you ever seen so many world leaders tell another world leader that they deserve a Nobel Peace Prize? And all that tells us and shows us is that they know how to get to they know what he wants to hear. They know how to get what they want.
Have you seen the South Park thing?
Yeah.
And you do not have no, sorry.
Yeah.
Small. Anyways, go on.
It's just crazy. I mean, it's just they know this is the most corrupt president in American history. So, telling him he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. I think the CEO of Pfizer just said it as well. Yeah. Like, whether it's a CEO saying it or a world leader saying it, they know that's how they'll get what they want.
I think this is all about power and money, as you said. Mm-hmm. It's about money, as you said, with the prisons, and they're trying to make as much money as they can. I believe people think that Donald Trump is a cash cow right now, and while this cow is able to continue to walk or stand, they're going to make as much money off of him as possible. And if that means that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And if that means buttering him up, whatever he wants 100%. To hear, they'll do it.
And I guess Nobel Peace Prize is the thing right now for him.
You think he'd give me an interview if I said, President Trump, I think you should get a Nobel Peace Prize.
I think so.
And I'll send a letter to the committee. He'd probably,
I think he would.
Anything else that you want to discuss?
No, thank you. Really appreciate it.
It's a real pleasure to meet you. Keep up the fight. Let me just, wait, where are we? Oh my gosh. I just want to give, here we go. Let's see. Here is the thing. Congresswoman Ansari represents Arizona's 3rd congressional district, and she is a freshman member of Congress, and she has been fighting the good fight on due process, detention centers, and the Jeffrey Epstein saga here, and we appreciate all of her public service. And thank you for respecting independent and new digital media.
Absolutely.
That's really important.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for everything that you do.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Okay, that was good. How are you? Are you snapping photographs of us? You're a photog?
Well, House of Representatives.
You are?
Yeah.
Can we get some of those pictures?
Yeah,
I got
You got his info? All right.
I got you.
Awesome. Okay. Oh my gosh, we spoke to the other guy. Where are we off to now?
We're going to see Strickland.
Oh, yeah, Congresswoman Strickland. We have how much longer?
Maybe like 15-ish minutes.
Is there any way we can go grab some water somewhere? Is there a snack room or something?
If we come in here. But actually, you know what the best thing would probably be? Let's go into the actual building.
Okay, and get some stuff. Okay. Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm great. Oh my gosh, it's hot as hell. What are you doing out here?
Trying to stay cool.
You are. Do you drive right around your bike the whole day?
Not all day, but dive right over here to show the flag.
Go democracy, beat autocracy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Talk to me about that.
It's actually a play on. I went to Navy, and so go Navy, beat Army.
Yeah. Are you a vet?
I am a vet. Yeah, and it's.
Thank you for your service.
It's shocking to me how many people don't realize the threat we have to our democracy. They seem to think it can't happen here. Maybe they believe American exceptionalism is going to save them, but I think it absolutely can. And so this is to show what team I'm rooting for.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Lillick, Mike Lillick.
Mike Lillick, nice to meet you. Let's look at your face. Still think it can happen here? Welcome to the irrelevant twig formerly known as a legislative branch in search of evangelicals who still honor the first commandment, which is
which is you can't have any other gods before him.
Amen.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
thou God is a jealous God.
Indeed he is. Indeed he is.
Yeah. Do you think that, are you hopeful or you're not? Do you think that we are going to return from this? Will the pendulum swing the other way and back towards democracy?
I sure hope so. We need to do everything we can, but we can't take it for granted. I mean, history is full of examples of democracies that have been lost and weren't recovered in any time. So, yeah, I'm pretty fearful. I thought the fever would have broken years ago.
Yeah.
But with the technology that's available today and the atomization of our society, it's very. We're finding out it's very easy for a demagogue to.
Thank you.
So
Mike, right? That's me, Don Lemon.
Oh,
that's
I'm
me.
sorry. Well, you can see how atomized we are, Don. I know your name, but okay, that's how atomized we are.
It's me. Oh, these aren't even sunglasses.
No. But I know your name. I encounter your name. I can't say I want. I mean, I'm embarrassed now. I should have.
Why would you be embarrassed?
Well,
I don't expect everybody to know.
Oh no, but there's It's a good example of how many audiences we've been divided up into. If you go back 40 years ago, you could count on half the population would be watching the same programs, and have a common basis from which to, talk and argue and make their decisions. And today we're atomized. So anyway, I appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate your efforts and keep fighting the good fight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. All right, so now we're off to Congresswoman Strickland's office. Let's see. Can we get a ride from the Popo? What do you think? Should we jump on here?
That'd be so sick.
Yeah. Can we get a ride over to the? What? Come on. Is that Chips? What were their names? What was Chip's name? Do you remember on what was it? The Highway Patrol thing.
One of those programs I didn't watch.
Chips and somebody.
Well, I would like to get a picture with you here.
Oh, sure. Come on.
If that's all right.
Absolutely. Come on. Let's go.
Let's see if,
you're doing. You don't want panoramic, do you?
No. I just want a photo. I just
all
want
right.
to get a photo with
let me
you
do
and
this.
my
I do this
here.
all the time. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
You get on that side.
All right.
I'll get on this side. And I'll get you a picture. All right. Can you get in there?
I'll do my best. Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much.
Pleasure. Absolutely. All right. Let's go and see. We're going to try to get us a snack and some water. We're good. The producers are asking if I want to take a bathroom break. I'm good. I'm wearing my Depends. Kidding. No, I am good. Oh, there's a car coming. We need to get out of the way.
Thank you.
So which building are we going to now?
Longworth.
Going to the Longworth building right here. We've been in and out of that. I should know all these buildings by.
Longworth and River.
Yes. It's interesting. There's always something going on, but today somehow feels a little bit calmer. We are on our way now to talk to, let's see. Curb, thank you.
I'm scared of this.
Come on, everybody, curb your enthusiasm.
Watch out.
If that thing comes up, I'm toast. Okay, right now we're going to Maryland Strickland, Washington, the Longworth building. Whew, they need to plant more trees here. Instead of on the perimeter, we need trees over there closer to the Capitol. It's always interesting because Washington, D.C. is below the Mason-Dixon line. I know people like to think it's the Northeast, but it's southern. It's below the Mason-Dixon line. So the weather here, it gets hot as hell. It's not quite as crazy as Florida or Louisiana, where I'm from, but close enough, especially when you're standing out there. I appreciate the Congresswoman sitting on the steps in the heat of the day. What time? Noon. Whew. I mean, at the hottest point of the day. Hey Siri, what's the temperature? At the hottest point of the day. 85 degrees. You're spot on. 85 degrees.
What snack are you going to get? What do they think you're going to get?
I'm going to get whatever snack is available. Huh?
You have to ask him.
Oh, what? Oh, look out. Move in. Woo, look at that. Wow. I saved your life, man, guys. What snack should I get? Can I tell you this is my favorite. I haven't done it in a while, but every once in a while, you know how sometimes you just need to do something bad, like you just have a hankering? Do you guys remember that commercial? I got a hankering for a hunk of something's bad, a chunk of hankering for a hunk of cheese. Don't remember that? Too young for that. It was a commercial. Let me know in the comments. Check out that comment if they knew what a hankering for a hunk of cheese is. Yeah, I have a hankering for something like you just want like McDonald's French fries, or you want, like a Whopper or whatever. You want something that is delicious or whatever. So my go-to right now is popcorn, but my go-to, seriously, plain Lay's potato chips, a Snickers bar, and a Diet Coke. Done. And then I'm happy. If you want to make me happy, if I've had a terrible day, if I'm like, the whole world's falling apart and you're like, Don, here's a Snickers, some Lay's potato chips, and a Diet Coke, I'm like, thank you. I'm happy. Alrighty, we're going through security. They know the deal. All right. Stand back and stand. Oh, we're here again. What's up? What are y'all doing? How are you guys doing today? Okay, so I won't take my watch off because my watch did not beep today. DL Network.
It's yellow for the lemon?
It's yellow for the lemon. You got to tune in. You got to check us out. Check out our show. It's on YouTube. Or you can follow us on social.
It's a YouTube?
Yeah. Yes, sir. The Don Lemon Show. He's like, you got yellow for the lemon? Talking about the microphone. Chris, why are you beating? Is it your shoes?
I think my belt.
It's a little not quite as busy today, right?
No, it's not bad. It's Thursday, so it's the last day before they. It's the last day for the week.
I need some of these hours.
7 to 3. I work 7 to 3.
I mean, but I need some of these. They came back Tuesday.
They do. They got it. They getting paid all this.
Oh my gosh, I want these hours.
It's crazy, right?
Nuts.
What smells good in here?
That's my man's cologne, man.
Oh.
Yeah, it does smell good in here.
We're going to go downstairs so you can get a little snack.
Oh, we are. Snack time. Sorry, I've done that in your ear. We may lose it in the elevator, but not to worry. If we lose it, just stand by, Stand by, hold please. Boom, boom. I know. So let's see. I'm looking on the actual YouTube if we get cut off. We're going to get some snacks. Snacks are warranted. Okay. I went out. It went out.
We're good.
Now we're back.
It's so funny.
I know. There's the ATM machine.
Oh, wow, this is cool.
Yeah, this is
This is the hang.
this is where everyone hangs.
Yeah.
We're back. The elevator. So I had some on-hold music for you guys when we were in the elevator. Oh, I've been in this joint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I've been here. Yes. Amazing. Let's see. You guys are gonna. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's see. You have my Starbucks card.
Yes, I do.
How much is left on that Starbucks card? Oh, I've been to this joint. I like it. There's a lot of stuff. Let's go over here. I'm going to go over here. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Hey, how you doing?
What's going on?
What's going on? Good to see you. This is the calf. We're in the calf. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice to meet you. What's going on? We're on live on YouTube.
Oh, hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi to the Lemon Nation.
Hi, to the Lemon Nation. How are you?
Who you guys work for?
I work for a healthcare system.
You do?
I also work for a healthcare system.
And you're here talking to?
You know, advocating for different topics, telehealth, hospital, home.
Advocating
for our patients.
Where are you guys from?
I'm DC based.
Okay.
And I'm from Wisconsin.
Well, it's nice to meet both of you. What's your name?
Nice to meet Karina.
Hi, Karina.
Megan.
Megan, pleasure meeting you. Take it easy. We're going to try to get some food here. What are we going to get here in the cafeteria? Do we want pure and simple? Innovation, Peruvian Brothers, Villa Toscana. Sorry about that. Let's see. Oh, that pizza looks good. Oh, there's some sushi. This is made today? Yes. All right. That's an option. And then the salad.
10-ish minutes.
Okay, cool. So we need to get something fast. No, I want like something, like a real thing.
Classic Lay's and a Diet Coke.
No, is that what they say?
No, that's what you
No, I'm gonna get something real. I think I'm gonna get some sushi real quick. Is that a good idea, being in the sun, sushi?
I think it's fine.
All right. Let's see what we have. Hi, sorry, I don't want to disturb you. You good? This is crab, what? Well, that looks good. It's a little too much sauce. You don't have this without all the sauce, right? No? The shrimp tempura. I do love the crab. Which crab do you like? That one or this one? Which one do you like? Do you like that one or this one?
It's the same.
It is the same. I thought this one had.
Same.
Oh, it is.
It's the same. Exactly the same.
It's the same. Okay, then we're gonna do this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. I like lots of soy sauce. You have wasabi in there, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Wasabi inside.
Inside. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hi, how are you? I'm great.
I really admire your work.
Thank you so
and
much.
Everything you do, I think you're doing a really incredible job, especially during this time. So I just wanted to
Thank you. Can you say hi to the Lemon Nation?
Hi, Lemon Nation.
Are you watching? Are you on the Lemon Nation? Thank you. Are you a lemon head?
I absolutely am.
Thank you. What's your name?
I'm Max Hines.
Hi, Max Hines. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you. Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Oh, I need a drink. Sure. You got to put all your stuff down. How are you going to do that? You have enough hands?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
I love you very much.
I love you very much. What's your name?
Grace.
Hi, Grace.
Hi.
Thank you. Make sure you watch. Keep watching. Thank you. Let's see. I don't need caffeine because that makes me too jittery. I want a diet ginger ale if they have one. I want a diet ginger ale. I do see Diet Dr. Pepper. I might have to go with Diet Dr. Pepper. That's got caffeine in it. I do love Diet Dr. Pepper. Is there a Diet Sprite? Sugar, yeah, zero sugar Sprite. That's good. We do have permission. We've been allowed to go into the Capitol. We came here with the.
Yeah, so you do need permission by House administration to film in this area.
We do.
Right
Where's
here.
our guide? Where's Myra? Myra, we had told them we have permission to be here.
Do you have permission to be actually in this space through House admin?
No, we do not. But we just came to grab some food and we're heading out.
They're filming. He was filming people and stuff. They can't film that.
Oh, okay.
This was one of those off limits.
Understood. Okay. So then we can.
All right. Well, let's go over here. We'll go outside. We'll just go outside, and we won't show you. Can whatever, but just show us. Do we go on this side? Right here? No. Oh, we can do a self-serve? Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
You okay? Okay. Did you already scan something?
No.
Yes, you did. This
I
thing
did?
was sold.
I scanned?
It's scanned.
Where did I scan?
It's right here. In front.
Oh, I just put it in the right place. Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay. 1464.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stand by, folks at home.
She had a lot of cuts.
All righty.
She way over here. Thank you.
Thank you.
You
Nice
have
to
a
meet
good
both of you.
one. Alrighty, you have a good
you too,
one.
you too, you too. Okay. Where can we go and wolf this down? Let's go and wolf this down. I know you guys can still hear us. We should go somewhere in a corner. How about over here? How about right here in the corner, and then you can just show me this right here. And we're gonna eat this real quick. All right, are we still up? I hope so. They don't want us showing people in the cafeteria, but we're not showing anybody. But we're here now, so we're outside of the cafeteria. We're good. I think that they were mistaken, but we don't want it. It's blurry, by the way. Still, oh, maybe it's I think that they were sadly mistaken, but that's okay. We don't want to break any rules here. We're back up in just... I always screw this up because I end up turning it over. Okay, now we're still up. There we go. Perfection. So I'm going to have my sushi.
Oh, yeah, this is a mukbang.
Hey, bro, you want to do me a huge favor?
Yeah.
Seriously, I owe you.
What's up?
A cup of ice, is that possible?
Yeah.
I can do it, don't worry.
Are you sure? No, I got it.
Yeah.
You guys sure? Oh, I need napkins.
Yeah, I got it.
Sorry, that guy threw us off a little bit. Okay.
Tell them you're doing ASMR while you do this.
We're going to do, ASMR. I should have gotten something crunchy, right? I should have gotten the chips.
Hit the crunchy.
Hit the crunch thing. Okay, so here's what I do, just so you guys know, if you can see this. I love the soy sauce. I'm from Louisiana. It's the sauce for me. And we got like lots of wasabi because I like spice.
How much time do we have?
We have 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
I'm gonna wolf this down. I can eat really fast. We got 5 minutes. The only thing I don't like here is that they have too much sauce on the sushi, and that makes it really unhealthy. I don't like that much sauce on my sushi. And with sushi, here's the thing. You don't need that much sauce. It takes the thing away. But, with sushi, it's good for you unless you put too much sauce on it. I actually like to taste my fish, but I still like the taste of soy sauce. So I did not get my go-to hangry snack, but sushi is my other one. Also, you know what? I could eat tuna. Every day of the week. I can eat tuna. What'd you get? Just a coffee?
Just coffee. Can I show you something?
No. We're not even gonna eat.
Okay, I'm gonna show them how we do this sometimes. So this is a video that we're gonna post.
You gotta put it. Oh, I see.
I'm making these. What I want to caption, like, I'm getting the truth from these politicians.
That's a cool dude. Who is that guy?
This is a song from the new Netflix movie, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Don't get us demonetized with
No,
music.
we won't. No.
You can't put music on there.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I think I like it.
Truth teller.
Okay. Is that the name of the song?
No, it's called Golden, because this is your moment, man.
That is good. What are you guys eating? It's lunchtime. So good. Crunchy, sushi, So what are you guys doing today? I mean, look, I got to tell you. Whoops. Yes, I know how to use chopsticks. I don't know if people are asking. I know how to use chopsticks, but I don't think you need chopsticks with rolls. Do you?
No, just pick it up. We're moving quick too, so we gotta.
I broke one of my cardinal sins because we're rushing.
What is that?
I didn't wash my hands.
Oh.
I wash my hands a million times a day. That's why I'm surprised I got a cold. This is crab, and it's crunchy crab. It's got like onion bits. I hope I don't have onion breath speaking to these people. We're gonna go and talk to some people on the streets, just citizens. In just a little bit. So, Congresswoman Mayoral Strickland is waiting for us. What time?
12:30.
Oh, so we got a little bit. And Chris, you want to come hang with me and talk to me?
Guys, let me get this mic. Sorry to reach.
No, put it right here.
You don't
have to hold a mic.
So it feels so powerful. I know it's your mic too, so
no,
it's
it's not that. It's just that you don't.
I just feel so powerful when I touch it. It's like.
Are you in here?
I think I'm in the shot. It's a wide.
So why are you? You have been telling me about this. Where you want to do IRL, and I'm like, yeah, I want to do it. It's a lot, but we tried to do it for election night, and it did not work out. We did some for election, but we tried to do it for election night. It didn't work out because there were too many. We had the backpack.
Yeah. It was too much. It just was too much.
Too much bandwidth.
Yep. I mean, I think these IRLs are important because anything can happen when we're filming these streams, such as Congresswoman McBride driving by and you just running up to her car. So I think there are a lot of moments that we're capturing that people don't ever get to see. I mean, we're eating where everyone eats in Congress right now. It's cool. So I hope that your viewers are enjoying it, but you can't fake on live. You've been on live for how many years now, broadcasting. You can't fake anything, right?
Yeah.
You know, if something happens,
you just have to go with it.
It's there forever, though.
Yeah.
You know, such as Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that you did something that you didn't. Well, we had it on live.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. You think I didn't know Marjorie Taylor Greene was going to come for me?
Oh, come on.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
I knew that. That's why I said, yeah, if she comes for me, I'm going to just say we can continue to talk about things that are not true and deflect, or you can answer my question.
Yeah. The one thing I will know about these type of streams is what you're doing as a journalist right now, no one else is doing this type of stream. And mark my words, 2 months, 6 months, a year, you're going to see so many more journalists, streamers, social media influencers doing this exact type of streaming. With politicians and out on the street. But right now, you're trailblazing, and I really appreciate you listening to me, part of your team. And I think it's important with a collaboration on this. So thanks for trusting us.
Thank you. Go on.
No, go ahead.
But I'd been wanting to, as you know, I've been wanting to go live. We've been doing this. So we did this similar during the election. We did our shows
on the road. Yeah.
In cars, right? And that's how we realized that we couldn't drive on TikTok. We were like, "Oh, our feed,
they ban you."
Down.
All right, let's see what the comments are saying right now.
On TikTok.
Today is God is with Don. Don is the blueprint. Don has the best stream. Wow. The Lemonheads are just they're
loyal.
They're sweet.
That's why
they're not sour. Yeah, they're sweet.
That's why. Yeah, right.
Thank you.
They're Myers lemons.
Yes, those are good.
Sweet.
Those are good.
Here's the thing. That's why I work my ass off, because they're amazing, and the Lemonheads want truth. They're very good to me. They're very loyal. Our community is amazing, and so the best way that I can give back to them is to bring them this. They're not getting this. Where are you getting this?
Nowhere.
You're getting a lot of people sitting in front of cameras being outraged and giving their opinions, and here's what you do. Oh, and it's like, okay, I'm out here. One of my first on-air jobs, my first job was at WMYW in New York City, and I was a news assistant, and then I became, I was a desk assistant, trainee, desk assistant, news assistant, assignment editor, field producer, satellite feeds coordinator,
You were everything.
writer, and then sometimes reporter, and did I say assignment editor? I think I said that. And so I could do every job in the newsroom. And so I am old enough to realize that this business evolves. And at the very core of it, the thing that keeps you relevant and in the know is, oh, wow, thank you so much.
Oh, cameraman Mike.
So amazing. Thank you, sir. Is reporting. All you have to do is just keep it simple and give people the information that they need. And so that's what we're doing.
One thing to note, though, is, we have such a loyal fan base with you on here on YouTube, but the more that you guys share this with your friends and family, the more that it gives recognition to the stream and shows more people, because you're trying to inform people what's going on. A lot of people don't know how to get their news anymore, right? Or they're not reading the facts. As you've talked to a lot of different people on the streets and have learned that. They don't even want to, it's always interesting that one side of the aisle, I'm going to just say it, a lot of the Republican supporters, when you're talking to them and you give them a fact and you show them from Google or from a reputable source, they run away every time. So I appreciate that you fact check these people. Uh-oh, Sprite. Oh, that's a move.
Wait, this is ASMR.
But I do appreciate that you do fact check people. Like, it doesn't matter if they're Republican or Democrat. If there's something that they're saying is wrong, it's really cool. So
Facts
I appreciate it, and we're about to get the facts with someone else.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Facts are important. Context is important. And there's nuance, context, facts, everything. Okay. You have to remember, too, where are the napkins?
Do you need some?
I gotta grab one from here. Watch my thing. Don't let them throw it away. All right. Excuse me. Okay. Facts, thank you so much. Facts are important. News is important. I mean, information is important. And we have to remember this way. We have to remember people always... I think it was Mark Lamont Hill who said something to me one day, which was, it's either Mark Lamont Hill, Charles Blow. I think it was Mark Lamont Hill. By the way, oh my gosh, I owe Charles Blow a Substack. Charles Blow has a new Substack. I forgot what it's called, the blow something, the blow up, blow. I forget what it's called. We need a blowout or something like that. We're going upstairs. We said about, hey, how are you? About false equivalence. People always think like everything is apples to apples, especially when it comes to black issues. Like, well, what if a white person said that? And it's like, it doesn't work that way. It's not how the world works. How you doing, man? Good to see you. That's not how the world works. It's not, everything is not like, the opposite of black isn't white. I'm using that as just a metaphor. It's not, that doesn't always work in real life issues that affect people. Wolf that down, right? Yeah, now it's time for a nap. How many floors up are we going?
We're going to the 7th floor.
Whoa. Uh-oh. So let's see. We'll start the elevator music before we go in. What are the folks saying?
I'll tell you.
Oh, when we're in there.
Don for president?
Oh, there you go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Someone said slurp when you were doing this.
Oh, I don't think we can make it.
Okay, we can wait for the next one.
Watch, there's going to be more folks. These people are like, there's the limit now.
You are the real deal, Don. I agree with Miss B. Wash your hands, please.
I know. I know, Miss B is right. I have hand sanitizer in my bag, but I don't have my bag with me.
Do a bathroom break and wash your hands.
That's when I started using the
Don
thing.
got the itis.
I got that. I knew someone was going to say that. Dude.
Who's the lady? She is very attractive.
Oh gosh.
Myra.
You should introduce her, or do you want to be on it now?
I'm sure I'm showing up here and there.
Myra.
Amazing.
Amazing. So, let us know what you think. And look, this is like the lull between. A lot of journalism is just kind of waiting around, right? Remember, we were waiting on lawmakers to come talk, and you're just waiting and waiting. And then as you're waiting, you're checking in on your phones, you're checking your sources, you're calling people. By the way, which reminds me. We need to remind people. So, Marjorie Taylor Greene, we sent the request to Marjorie Taylor Greene's office. Remember she said, there's a protocol, you got to go through, whatever. And so we're going to tell you what Marjorie Taylor Greene's office said. But first,
We'll be back in just a few seconds, maybe 5 seconds. Oh, here we go.
Boom, boom. Are we good? Are you watching? Okay, we're going this way. We're going this way. So, there's Ilhan Omar. Okay, so here's the thing. Because they probably they're not fans of mine, watch some of the Republicans complain. What do you think?
Oh, look, here's another one of the big Trump.
I know, that Trump, the thing is like a thing here, but the ketchup on his ear. I mean, you know, kidding.
Oh, whoa. Who's in here?
Oh, wow. Oh, this is Nancy Mace. Predators. Interesting. Should we see if she's there? They're like, no, not right now. That was Nancy Mace's office. Yeah. Tripping over my own feet. Hi. You looking for me? You looking for me? I said, are you looking for me? We're on live right now, just so you know. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm great. What's your name?
My name is Raven.
Ooh, I'm about to mess up. Ravis?
Raven. Nice to meet you.
Raven.
Yeah.
Oh, like Raven. I know. You were going to say like Raven Simone, right? Hi. Oh, she's right here. I didn't think you'd be right. Hang on. Let me give you a proper.
Okay.
Hi.
So nice to see you. So nice to see you in person.
Yes. Sorry, I might have the microphone here. What's going on?
You know, I'm here at the end of an interesting week in Congress.
Oh,
I'm not quite sure what we voted on that was of significance, but we were here after our August recess in the district. So we're here doing the people's work, strategizing, and just trying to figure out how we're going to communicate to the American people.
I've been saying you guys hit the ground running.
We really did. And it's not as though we weren't in the district making these plans, but now we're together in person meeting with various caucuses.
Can I do something I've been wanting to do?
Of course.
Can I sit back there?
Yeah, of course.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So wait a minute. So let's sit right here.
So
you
this
sit
is my
here.
Official office desk.
Okay.
And I want you to come in and have a seat.
Okay. And I want you to do. Can we do like a late night talk show? Okay. So I want you to sit here.
Okay.
And you're going to be my guest.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm going to sit at your desk.
Okay.
And we're going to do this.
So should we close the blinds on the back?
Can you close the blinds on the back? Look at her. She knows.
Make sure that everything is staged appropriately. Because if I'm going to kick it with lemon drop.
You are. Okay, so do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
All right, so can you please go out and then I'm going to introduce you and then you can come in.
Okay, I don't want to topple the flag here, so let's just make sure.
I know you guys think I'm nuts, but we're going to do this.
Oh,
I'm going to make an entrance.
Okay. So everybody, welcome to the program. Congresswoman Marilyn Strickland of Washington. Come on in here, Congresswoman. How are you?
Oh my gosh, it is so nice to see you. Yes.
Yes, welcome to the program. Welcome to the Don Lemon Show.
Thank you so much for having me. My
Can
God.
you talk to us? What is going on in Washington right now?
So a lot is happening in Washington. Some of it legislatively is completely meaningless and very performative. But you know, the big news of the day, we are going to have enough signatures to release the Epstein files.
You think we are?
Oh, I know we are.
How do you know that?
Because every single Democrat is going to sign on to this, and we already have 4 Republicans who've signed on.
Do you think you can get 2 more?
Oh, absolutely.
Why? Is this breaking news?
Well, I'm not going to say it's breaking news, because let's go back, right? During the first Trump administration, Epstein was accused, he was tried, he was convicted, he went to prison, he died. And then in 2024, Mr. Trump himself kept raising this issue.
Yeah.
He made this an issue himself. They were ready to release everything with the FBI. Then all of a sudden, put on the brakes, stop, put the car in park, we're not doing this. And so I think a lot of people said, well, you were so gung-ho about this, and now you changed your mind. Release the files. And one thing I've always said, Don, is that so much of the conversation lately has felt more performative and political. This should be about justice for the victims more than anything else. And I think you're starting to see that because they were here on Capitol Hill testifying.
It seems like a no-brainer to me.
Right.
Because Donald Trump's constituents and his core, they are all about the Epstein files, right? And he actually raised it. It was him, I believe, who raised the Epstein files first. And then it got taken over by conservatives, the conservative media. And then all of a sudden he's like, and it seems to me like, if you are listening to your constituents at back home, you would say, let's be transparent about this.
Exactly. And remember, his premise has always been, I'm here to drain the swamp and do right by the well, that may be a stretch, doing right by the American people. But nonetheless, I just think that this is something that MAGA has glommed onto. They're pissed about it too. And so you're going to see the files released.
I'm trying to get so I can see the show in progress here. So you're going to see you really do think redacted or unredacted?
That seems really interesting. I asked that question, and I'm not sure what people think or understand, but we want to see the files because you know that whatever was released before by the GOP has been redacted and edited, and they're trying to whitewash this. So I'm not sure exactly what form we'll get, but the American people have a right to know, and more than anything, the victims deserve justice.
What did you think of the women yesterday sharing their heartbreaking stories?
Well, it was so tragic, and you can tell that what happened to them still resonates with them today. They're still carrying that baggage. And I want to remind folks that what happened to these women, this happened to them when they were young. They were young women, young girls in some cases. And so I think that the baggage that they carry is still real, and people deserve to know what happened and who was involved.
Yeah, I agree. And it was a tough day because I believe many people were probably, sadly, I don't know, re-traumatized, or it brought back the experience for a lot of people who are around the country or even around the world who are survivors.
Yep.
You know, I've been telling the story about Nancy Mace's on the Oversight Committee. She met day before yesterday with 6 of the survivors, and she left the meeting and had, you know, a panic attack.
A very strong reaction.
She did, and she said she had and I ran into her, and she asked me not to show the videotape to respect her privacy. And I did. I did not show the videotape. I respect her privacy because I know I'm a survivor. And I know how traumatizing it can be, and you don't always know what your reaction is going to be. But are you heartened by the women who are on the other side who are unsuspecting allies in all of this?
You know, what I tell folks is there are just some things that are a matter of right and wrong. And so for people to come forth and express support for the victims, I think that's a good thing. Now, this whole episode is completely tragic, and you're probably going to see that there was a pretty sophisticated infrastructure that allowed and enabled this to happen.
That's what I hear. So can you talk to me about that? Like, I mean, systems and...
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any details, Don, because I was not in the Oversight Committee, but I think about what happened with at Penn State. And a lot of heads rolled. And I tell folks, when you have a large group of people who are taking advantage of young folks, engaging in sexual assault, there's an entire infrastructure that enables that. And so, you know, as we think about how much courage it took for the women to come forward and even talk about it, and you know this, whenever people are victims of violence, sexual violence, domestic violence, it is very difficult to come forward. It takes a lot of courage to do that, because what happens? People blame the victim. You have to prove your point. And so this is another tragic chapter in U.S. history, and I believe that justice for the victims is incredibly important. And also, too, though, I will say this, not minimizing their pain and suffering, we have a lot of issues on the table that we have to deal with as Americans, and this is one of them.
I want to tell you something that is really upsetting me.
Okay.
Well, one, we can talk about due process rounding people
Yep.
up off the street. But two, here we are, not even a week out from a school shooting.
Right.
It's faded from the headlines.
It has, because it has become so routine, Dawn, that it's just another thing. Thoughts, prayers, let's move on to the next tragedy. And I still remember was it Newtown?
Newtown,
Where
yeah.
the shooting was. And I remember saying to myself, if that group of children does not prompt people to act, then whatever will. And we can talk about gun violence in so many ways. The amount of gun violence that happens every day in the United States, right? But those shootings at a church where places that were normally thought of as safe are not even safe anymore. But to your point, it happened. It was a part of a news cycle, and then boom, we move on to something else.
Well, it's not just a news cycle.
Yeah.
I also think that, maybe the news gets distracted by
Right.
other things. There's so many things to
Exactly.
cover. But I'm surprised that we still fall for it. All of us, citizens, members of Congress, the
Right.
Senate, lawmakers, still fall for this is not the right time, right?
You're right.
Thoughts and prayers, be respectful. When I think the
Yeah.
respectful thing is in that moment
Yes.
to figure out how to take care of those.
Exactly.
So that it doesn't happen again.
Right. And what you often hear people say is like, well, we don't want to politicize a tragedy. But think about some of the things that we are afraid to do. So I introduced a bill, and there's a bill in the Senate, and it's really about declaring gun violence a public health crisis and actually doing some research with our big health agencies so we can treat it like the public health crisis that it is.
Isn't everything politicized? Politics is
Exactly,
political.
right?
It's political. That's why it's called politics.
It's how you raise awareness, and it's how you get things done. It's
That's
how
a
you
dumb
pass
line,
laws.
I
It's
think.
lazy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And so is anybody discussing it? Is anybody, when you came back, lots of issues, lots of things.
Absolutely.
Has anybody talked about that?
I mean, it has not been top of mind for people, but again, I introduced this actually before we left for the break, and it wasn't a reaction to what happened. It was something that's been an ongoing issue for a lot of us.
Yeah.
And so I believe that, and granted what's happening with the decimation of our national health institutes and our health infrastructure is alarming, but we have to treat gun violence like a public health crisis. And here's one thing I say, and I think it's hard for some people to hear this, but there's something going on with men in America. Where they think it's okay to resolve an issue, feeling disrespected, feeling embarrassed, and to grab a gun and go shoot up a school or shoot up a place of work. And I'm not saying that guns aren't responsible, because, as you know, Don, there are more guns than people than there are in the United States. So they're everywhere. But what is going on in someone's mind for them to think that's how you solve the problem? And we've never really delved into that. I've heard people say, well, mental health is the excuse. It's not guns. It's both. And how do so many young people who are teenagers, young teenagers, get access to guns illegally? But who's selling them the guns? And so I think that there's a much deeper conversation that we have to have, as opposed to Second Amendment rights, don't blame the guns, it's people. But it's a comprehensive approach. And there's something happening with men in America. There's something happening with our young boys.
I agree with you 100%. And the thing that's interesting to me is that with these young men, many of them are they come from privileged backgrounds and seemingly have everything. They've got mommy and daddy's credit cards or whatever, but they somehow seem to be the most damaged or disillusioned, and I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so, I don't tend to talk about TV shows, but did you see the series Adolescence on Netflix? So it was a limited series, I think maybe 4 or 5 episodes, and I'm not going to give away the plot, but the premise is a young middle schooler is accused of murder. Yeah. And it just walks through some of the challenges that young people face right now. Social media is part of it, but their self-esteem and how they feel. And we sometimes forget that self-esteem drives so much of our behavior, whether we're accepted, whether we're rejected. And I think if you looked at all the shooters, and I don't have any data to support this, there was some form of rejection that was going on in their lives. And some people can cope with rejection, right? You get rejected, you dust yourself off, you pull it together, and you keep rolling. And I think sometimes when you combine that with a sense of entitlement or a sense of low self-esteem, there can be some very tragic consequences.
If someone needs to study that, maybe you should introduce it.
Maybe I should introduce a bill with a national...
You should.
Yeah.
I think you should. And I see it all the time, and I agree with you. But and I also, in this last particular one, I believe it was a deflection.
Right.
To try to somehow, they've been saying we want transgender accountability, when, an overwhelming majority of these shooters are young men, but young white men.
They are.
But they don't want a white man accountability.
Right.
When, the shooter is a white man. So what is going on here?
So what is going on is a denial of who's committing these crimes. And this is one of the reasons we actually want to provide some research and dive deeply into who is doing this, why are they doing this, what is motivating them. And I will tell you, it is pretty ridiculous and exhausting to listen to my colleagues across the aisle use what I call their lazy default for anything. It must be those illegal immigrants, or it must be trans people. It's like, give me a break. That is so lazy. And so if you're going to talk about the root cause of something, talk about the root cause of something. We in the United States have had many uncomfortable conversations for decades. This is another one. And when I hear people talk about, we don't want to teach this in schools because it makes people feel bad, it's like, you know what, Don? You and I and our ancestors have been feeling bad for a long ass time. And if you're going to talk about hard issues, then we have to have those conversations.
That part. Right?
Right.
Go on.
No, that's it. I mean, as far as that topic goes. And then I want to get back to I think I said this on your show when we did it via Zoom, but not losing the plot, right? All these big problems, and at the same time, every one of us cannot chase every transgression. So let's kind of get back to why a lot of American people are so pissed right now in our politics, right? The American dream is not real for too many people. And you heard me say this, right? A place to live that's affordable, whether you rent or own, a decent job with benefits, starting a business, access to health care that's not going to break you financially, safe schools, good schools, retiring with dignity, and just the ability to live your life in peace however you decide to live it. That's what people want. And I think you have a lot of people, Don, who don't feel that's true. And I believe the Democrats, that's our platform, the restoration of the American dream. And
Amen.
What are the policies that we put in place to make that real for more people?
Yes, and you have to make it real. It just can't be a slogan
exactly.
like that during the election, like saving democracy. Like, what does that mean?
Exactly.
Right? You have to make people understand what it means. When you, on the break, what did you hear from folks? Because I'm sure you heard it earful.
So we were everywhere on the break. We did an agricultural, so let me tell you about my district. My district is urban, rural, and suburban, and I call it a snapshot of the state of Washington and really a snapshot of America. And we visited farms, we visited manufacturers, we visited senior recreation centers. I spent time with the Black Collective, a group that I belong to. We went to the opening of a big Asia Pacific cultural center, so lots of different parts of my community. And the two things I heard, and for all my colleagues who are watching this, if you're watching, I heard more people thank me for serving in Congress.
Wow.
And sometimes you think everyone's going to come at you and they're going to yell at you and tell you what you're not doing right. I had more people tell me, thank you for serving in Congress and thank you for being in the fight. But the thing I heard most, just the cost of living. Everything is expensive now, and people are worried about it. Folks are worried about Social Security, they're worried about their veterans' benefits, and they're worried about getting health care taken away. Those three things were very prevalent in my district.
I gotta say, you're right. Things are high.
Yeah.
And look, give a couple of, this one anecdote.
Yeah.
My mom came to visit, with my nieces and my family from Louisiana, and everybody went back and she stayed. She ended up staying with me for 7 weeks, Mom. I love you. No, I'm kidding.
You do.
I do.
Having your mother around is a privilege.
It is a privilege. I know.
Privilege.
I know. But there are things I want her to. I want her life to expand as she gets older.
Yes, absolutely.
And not constrict.
Exactly.
And
yes.
So I'm trying to make her expand. I'm trying to make
more
her
experiences.
Well, yeah, like Mom. I know she's in her 80s now, but still. You can fly. You've got a lot of life. And
that's right.
One day I'm going to have to hold her hand and push her wheelchair.
Yeah.
she's not at that point right now.
No, and you know what? And be thankful she's not, because
Yes.
I was a caregiver for my mom
Yeah.
in the last years of her life, and it's a difficult transition when someone has been active and vibrant and illness falls their way.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So she's still a very viable woman, and I want her to
Excellent.
get out there and get her, sexy on like she
And
used to.
live her best life.
Live her best
Yes, live
damn
her
life.
best damn
go-
life.
seriously.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I bet she got game still. Listen.
Trust me,
Listen.
she's got some game.
I bet she does.
I used to look when we were. Let me tell you, when I lived in Atlanta, and even when I lived in New York, but when I lived in Atlanta, I'd take my mom to the barbershop.
Right.
And they'd be like, man, who's that? I'm like, that's my mama. Like, shut up.
There's a trend now. Older women
She
are
likes
dating
them
younger
young,
men.
by the way.
Well, obviously the young ones like her.
Say, Mom, I hear you like them young. Anyways, so I took my mom shopping.
Okay.
Right, because she's been, she gets used to people doing things for her, and that's okay
right.
because she's a matriarch of the family.
Yes.
But I was like, Mom, when was the last time you were at a grocery store? She's not. She used to people like going, and so I said, let's go to a grocery store.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, let's push the cart. Okay. And she's looking around. She's like, how much is it?
Right?
Like, she had no idea how high things are, right?
Yeah.
Because people had been taking care of her, which is okay because she's a matriarch of the family. But the price of goods was so shocking to her.
Yes.
The woman who used to take care of our family budget and shop for us.
That's right.
This is outrageous what's happening right now. And I thought that they were going to take care of the cost of goods. Prices were going to get lowered immediately upon Donald Trump's return.
Right.
And instead, it's going the other way.
Well, the opposite is happening. And, when I think about the economy, the word that I hear come up a lot, especially with small businesses, with business owners and manufacturers, is that it's uncertain, right? The uncertainty of everything. On again, off again tariffs. What is this administration doing? What aren't they doing? And I remind folks, too, when we talk about the price of groceries and the cost of goods, if you're taking insurance away from 15 million people, that's less money for them to pay rent and pay their basic bills. And even if you don't get Medicaid, the entire healthcare system is going to have to spread the cost out. So your insurance rates are going to go up. Everything is getting more expensive. And I just tell folks that this administration and this president promised to lower costs on day one. They are making life more expensive in the United States, and they're making life more uncertain for too many people.
Well, that's what Zoran Mamdani focused in on, and
Yeah.
he is killing it in the race for New York City mayor, meaning he's winning, all right? So I'm getting ideas. Did you hear what the president did yesterday? He offered Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, a job to try to get him out of there.
I mean, Donald Trump offers a lot of people a lot of things, and I'm just going to
I
be
love her.
polite and leave it at that.
Congresswoman Maryland, so yes.
Wait, you cannot leave. So
what?
Okay, so in my office
Okay.
is someone who is from Louisiana.
Okay.
And she has been hyped up about you coming to
Is my mom in there? No, I'm
it's not-
kidding.
No. Her name is Hannah, and she
Okay.
has to come and meet you.
Okay, come on.
Hannah.
Everybody, welcome to the program.
Hannah?
Hannah!
From Louisiana.
How are you? Where are you from? Come here.
Lake Charles.
You're from Lake Charles?
Yes.
Is that really Louisiana? No, I'm kidding.
It is, yes.
It's kind of Texas. No, you're close. You're from Lake Charles.
I am.
And where'd you go to school?
I went to Baylor University.
You went to Baylor, so you didn't go to like LSU or anything like
Where'd
that.
you go to school?
I went to LSU, and then
Oh,
I
you
went to
did?
Brooklyn College. I graduated Brooklyn College, but yeah.
Get in closer. Get in the frame. Don't be shy.
So Hannah,
Yeah.
so tell me, what's going on? What do you want to be when because you're a young lady. You're grown now. What is your aspiration? I hate to say, what do you want to be when you grow up? What's your aspiration?
I'm really enjoying working here and working for the Congresswoman.
I did not coach her to say that.
You did?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So just looking forward to staying here for a little bit.
And one of the things I take seriously is that, I have an office of folks who work here. And part of my charge, obviously, is to represent the people at home. But I want to open doors and give them experiences that they wouldn't otherwise get. And so when she told me, she was like, oh my God, Don Lemon's fan. I was like, oh, we got a fangirl in the house. So I said, I promise you, I will introduce you to him. So introduction made.
Thank you. Okay, come here. Come here.
Yeah,
Let me
why
give me
don't
the
do a
phone.
photo
Give me the
together.
phone. I got it. I know how to get into the phone.
Here, you sit here, Hannah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hannah, you sit next
You
to
sit,
him.
and I'm going to sit behind
You ready, Hannah?
This is
I did one night.
Thank
Thank you. All right, everybody. Hannah and Congresswoman Maryland Strickland, thank you very much.
you.
Thank you for joining us
It
here
is
on the
always
Don
lovely
Lemon
to
Show.
see you.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
No, you got to go. Oh wait, this is your office.
Wait, should we do a video right here?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a social video.
Okay, all right.
I'm just gonna push in so maybe you guys are just chatting or laughing.
Okay.
However you want.
Okay.
It's gonna be about 6 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So, just chatting it up. It is always nice to see you.
So cute.
We love Don Lemon. We
Beautiful.
miss him, but this platform is going to kick some ass.
It's the Don Lemon Show. Have you heard that song?
No, there's a.
Oh wait, we're gonna hear the song. There's a delay, but I want you to hear the song. Producers, get the song ready,
Okay, where's the lemon drop?
and we're gonna play it. Okay, I want you to get the song ready.
Sienna, do we have the lemon drop? Okay.
Let me know when you have it. You're gonna hear some of the feedback, but I want you to hear the song.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So if you have the song, roll it.
It's the Don Lemon Show. It's the Don Lemon Show. He's unmasking the truth. He don't take no shit. It's the Don Lemon Show. Don Lemon. Don, 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 Don. Release the Epstein files. It's the Don Lemon Show. He's unmasking the truth. He don't take no shit. It's the Don Lemon Show. Don Lemon.
Oh, yes!
Wait, listen to this. Listen to this.
Oh, there's more. So, I wanted to give you a pre-made lemon drop, but I heard the quality was not ideal. So this is a Suntory zero sugar lemon vodka seltzer. I'm not encouraging drinking right now in my office, but this is for you, love.
Oh, is this alcoholic?
It is.
Oh,
A
shoot.
vodka seltzer.
I am of age.
Yes, you
We're gonna have this. Louisiana. We like to
Look, day
like to
drinking,
party.
drive through. I know.
I know.
I know how y'all roll down there.
Okay, so we're gonna this tonight.
Yes, you can
At
have
dinner.
it. That's
We're gonna
right.
have
We
this.
had to taste one, so you only get 3.
Oh my
And
God!
This is we had to taste the product.
They took a part of
You
my
gotta
gift.
test the product.
That
you
is
know what? You got the rest of it,
Look
though.
at that. There's one missing.
We wanted to make sure it was, met your standards.
That was good. I love you guys.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Don.
Do you guys have tape in this office? Can we tape that up?
We
No?
can tape it. Yeah, we
All
can
right.
tape it.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks,
I
Don.
appreciate it. Thank you. Wasn't that great? Oh my gosh. That was amazing.
Yay.
Wait, do you guys have a bag? You don't have to tape it. You don't have a bag, do you? No?
I don't know about a bag. I can see if we can find something in the bag.
All right.
Hold on a second. Do you have a bag? Rando bag.
Nah, that's all right. Because we definitely want the...
Oh, here we are.
Are you sure?
Yes. Actually, this bag is from Colombia.
Oh.
Visited down there. It's all natural.
Awesome.
It is yours. Look.
Thank you.
This is the best office we've been.
Look, do you guys like my bag? Does it match my shoes?
It does. Look at it. It coordinates.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Nice to
Appreciate
see you.
Thank you. I'm going to steal some of yours.
Yes, help yourself.
Clean nights. Okay, see you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Great meeting you.
Nice to meet you, Raven. Bye.
Thank you, Congresswoman.
All right. Yes. Hi. Can you come on? We're on live. You can't. Okay, don't. I just want to say hi to my friend. Don't put her on. So you're not on. How are you? I miss you. How's life?
Life is great. I'm the Capitol Police now.
You are?
Yes.
You look amazing.
So can you.
Do we have like 1 minute to go down this hall? Okay. Because I think he wants to. Okay, I'm live. Oh, okay. This is the time you hit the like button. Everyone, Lemon Nation, we love you. I'm Chris. I'm one of Don's producers. Now, we did this yesterday. Let's see if it works again today. You need to follow me on Instagram at respectable_young man. At respectable_young man. Don is having fun. He's enjoying it, but you guys have to hit the like button because if you don't hit the like button, people aren't going to see it. And do you want me to?
Yeah, that was a former colleague, but she doesn't want to be on because she's with the Capitol Police
I don't
now.
know if you want to.
No, I don't want to knock on that door. You want us to knock on the door? I don't think it's worth it. What do you think?
We do to run over the canyon. So if you want to just very quickly, we'll be professional.
Maybe we don't film or.
No, I don't think it's worth it.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Do you mind? Thank you so much. I don't think it's worth it, but I will tell you that if we see a restroom, I'm going to do it.
Yes, you should.
And you need to wash your hands.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to wash my hands. But if there is a restroom, I'm going to use it. You think she's there? I keep doing it because these floors are like, eek! No. Okay. I'm trying to get as much liquid in my body as possible. I'm taking the mic and the camera in there. No kidding. All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Stand back and stand by.
Stay back and stand by. Stand back and stand by. So these are kind of the views that you're seeing in these hallways right here. Very interesting choice of photos to print out in front of your office. I wouldn't typically print something like this in front of my office. Don's loving this right now. He's loving your guys' support. Watch this cord right here. Looks a little, nope, look, your HDMI looks a little.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just be careful with that. I'm Chris. I'm one of Don's producers. If you're new here, I do all of his social and content that you're seeing on all social platforms, and I'm helping him produce this live stream with the wonderful Nikki, Andy, and Peter. And then we have cameraman Mike behind the camera right now. There you go. So right now, Don is using the restroom. He needs to take a little boys break. And we just talked to Representative Strickland, amazing woman. We had such a good time, and she gave Don some lemon drops. That was amazing. Later today, after we do a couple more interviews with politicians, we are going to go live on the streets of Washington, D.C., where we're going to talk to true hardworking Americans, and we want to see how life has been in Washington, D.C. Since the National Guard takeover and everything else in between. So we just want to say thank you so much. Don will be right back. I know that I'm not the reason why you're here, but for right now, I'm going to be your placeholder host. What do you want to see, though? I read all the comments every single day, and I want to know what you guys want to see as viewers of the Lemon Nation. Do you want to have us talking to more politicians and decision makers, or do you want us to talk to people on the streets and hear what people are really feeling and seeing around these parts of America? So we are going to continue this live stream. We're going to Gomez. We are going to Representative Jimmy Gomez's office, and we are going to talk about some more issues. I can tell you those issues as I check my social media device, or my cellular device. Sorry about that. Gomez is going to want to talk about Epstein, immigration, and housing. So we are going to probably lead off with Epstein, as that's been a hot case. We need to release those Epstein files, people. I don't know what the holdup is. We had influencers on the steps of Congress holding binders that said Epstein files months ago. There are no hand towels, Don is saying, in the bathroom. And here you go.
Yes, sir. What was he saying? Oh, you know what? There's a garbage can right inside there. Thank you. All right, so we're off to, thank you for that, Jimmy Gomez. But Jimmy Gomez is not live, right? Is it live? It is live. Wow, this live stream is taxing. It's 3 hours already?
We gained 11,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow. Just today?
Yeah, it was 8:10 just earlier.
Crazy. Okay, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to The Don Lemon Show. Do you guys like that song?
Some of them say Chris is a genius.
Chris is not a genius. Got it. Jimmy Gomez is live. That's what I'm. Okay, so guys, how
Did you need me?
No. Guys, we're going into the elevator. We're probably going to lose you for a little bit, but don't go anywhere. We'll see you on the other side. Do 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 do.
This is fun. Come on in.
She's like, I do not want to be on there with a camera. Not with that guy, Don Lemon. No way. That guy's funny. Did you need me? No, bro. Is this where we're going? Maybe we're still on. Maybe this elevator ride is not going to be knocked off.
I'll tell you. I'm not getting a text on there.
No, we're still on.
This is us.
This is us. Wow, we did not get knocked off. This way. All right. Oh, I love the old school booths, although there are no phones in there. We did not get knocked off. Did you see that?
Nice. Yeah, some of these offices don't.
Maybe this elevator ride is not going to be knocked off. Let's see. We're going back to Cannon. Hi, how are you? You too. Okay, I'm going to shut this off and then come back to it because it's not working the way that I need it to work. Okay, so now here we are. Oh my gosh, did it get hotter? I'm not kidding. It feels like it's gotten a lot hotter.
Maybe just because we've been in AC.
Yeah. Okay.
It feels high. It feels a lot hotter than it was before. People are like hiding their faces. What is she, like on the loose? Okay, so we're going to Jimmy Gomez. Wow. So, wait, what was the thing? What do you want Don to do on the show? More interviews with lawmakers, interviews with average Americans, or interviews with both? Both won. Someone from Cumming, Georgia is there. Y'all doing a great job. Don, Chris, Mike, Peter, Nikki, Andy, entire production team, Tim, Barkley, Boomer, Gus. Nice. Hey, how are you? Oh, wait, we're going back through this again? We were just here.
I know.
Oh my gosh, we got to go back through the same darn thing. We were just here. Oh my gosh. We got to go back through this again? We are in town until tomorrow. Dude, don't wear that belt anymore.
I know.
It's the worst. Thank you. All right, so we're back in the room with the rotunda. Somebody spilled some water in.
So after this, we're going to Longworth. So we're going back to Longworth.
Again?
And then after that, the Capitol Hill steps.
Oh
and then
my
that's
gosh. This is nuts. So you sure the other one doesn't want to go live?
I'm asking. So, yeah. I'll keep you posted.
It's 1 to 5 p.m., hottest time of the day. Where's your little badge, Don? Someone is asking me. It's right here on my thing. This is nuts. So you sure the other one doesn't want to go live?
I'm asking.
Someone's doing a live shot with a ring light. It's crazy. We are getting into good trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Hello, how are you? We're back in Cannon. Kind of like Cannon. Does anybody remember the TV show Cannon? From this, what? The Rotunda?
Yeah, Rotunda.
Wait, isn't Garcia's office right here?
Yes.
And Eric, how's it going? Oh, hi, Congresswoman. How are you?
Thank you. Have a good one.
Congresswoman
Hey, how's it
AOC,
going?
how are you?
I'm good. How are
It's so
you?
good to see you.
Good
How
to
you
see
been?
I've been good. Hanging in there. Doing
You're killing it. We've been trying to get you. We're on live on YouTube. We're doing
Oh,
IRL.
you're live right now?
Yes.
Hey.
I was this morning. I got to see what you said about supporting, Democratic nominees.
Absolutely.
And I spoke to Hakeem Jeffries about it, and he said, "Stand back and stand by for an announcement." What do you think?
Great. I mean, that sounds promising. Sounds exciting, and. Listen, Donald Trump and the Republican Party, they're not playing games. They're doing everything they can. They fight on two fronts. One, they fight on the general front with the public, but the second front that they constantly do is that they're always trying to find ways to divide the Democratic Party, Democratic voters, and to get the party to turn on itself, either on left and right fronts, on senior and junior fronts, and I think if we can demonstrate that we have an ability to put our differences aside and support our nominee and understand that our main challenge is to take them on, I think we can be stronger and I think we can beat them.
I'm a New Yorker, and I explain the appeal of Zohran Mamdani all the time to New Yorkers, and there's a divide, right, especially between the wealthy folks, the haves and the have-nots. I believe those wealthy people don't understand what's going on in the streets. They're in an ivory tower.
Yeah, I mean, you saw even during the primary, one of the only precincts that Andrew Cuomo won in certain parts of Manhattan were literally billionaires' row. And so it's important to understand that, especially when you were talking about mainstream media or things like that, the volume that the wealthy and the powerful have on television and things like that is so loud, but the actual number of what they represent is much lower. There's more working people, there's more of us than there are of them. And even though it can sound like there's more of them than there are of us, the fact of the matter is you can look at the results of the primary, you can look at the general, this is where we're at.
What do you think of Donald Trump offering Eric Adams a position in the administration?
I mean, I think we knew that all that funny business with Eric Adams' indictments, nothing's for free.
I predicted that would happen, and also they would offer Curtis Lee one as well.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I don't think they can win, though, even with that.
I don't think so either, but, Eric Adams is looking out for Eric Adams. This is what I always say. Eric Adams, Donald Trump, and Andrew Cuomo are the same guy in different fonts. And I think that they are very similar in the way that they do business. I think they're very similar in the way that they operate. And it doesn't surprise me when they're friends.
You've got less than 30 days to fund the government. What's your concern? My concerns are due process. What happens with the Epstein thing is very important to me. I'm a survivor of childhood abuse, and so that's important to me.
Yeah.
And affordability, which is what Zohran Mamdani has capitalized on, right? And realized what's the important issues. What's your concern?
Well, I love what Elizabeth Warren had to say about this, which is, right before we left in August, Republicans passed these massive cuts to Medicaid, to Medicare, to EBT, SNAP, WIC, food assistance. I think if they roll back those cuts, then we can talk about this, because folks really need to remember who has the keys here. Republicans have the House majority. Republicans are in charge of the Senate. Republicans, Donald Trump is president. They are responsible for the most basic function of keeping government open. And if they don't have the votes to do that, and if they have to come to Democrats to get our votes, I don't think we give them away for free. And I think we use this opportunity to fight for people. And I think we use this opportunity to get people's WIC back, to get their SNAP, to get their Medicaid, to get their Medicare back. And then we can talk about fighting on an aggressive front.
You're going this way. I can ask you one more thing. Do you believe that Democrats, if you see what's happening in New York, you see what you and Bernie Sanders are doing, you should lean into the progressive side of the party a bit more? And also, I want to see you in leadership positions and people like you and Jasmine Crockett, et cetera.
Well, I mean, I think we got to show that we've got a spine, that we can fight, and that we demonstrate strength. And I think right now we have the ability to do that. I think we have a clarity of vision and purpose. And, wherever we see strength, I think we should lean into it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you supporting and being respectful to independent media. Thank you very much. And tell Zohran he needs to come on. All right, thank you. Thank you. There you go, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So this is what happens. I'm telling you, independent media, you guys, that's why you need to support us. You're not getting this anywhere else. as I said, you're not getting this anywhere else. Like I said what I said. So she was great. What do you think? Did you record that? Yeah. She's great. They were trying, and look, we don't mind when they're trying to move us along. That's their job, right? That's their job. What did you guys think at home? What did y'all think? I'm sure the producers are like, wait, what is going on here? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hi.
I'm studying journalism as well, so I'm just like really I saw you walk past. I'm working here. I walked past and I was like, hold on. So I just wanted to say hi. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Camilla.
Hi, Camilla. It's a real pleasure.
Yes.
And you're from?
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana.
You are?
Yes.
I'm from Baton Rouge.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, what are you studying? What are you working? What are you doing?
I just graduated in May with a journalism degree. I wanted to be in a reporter, a news reporter. But right now I'm taking this semester to work here in Capitol Hill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you graduate?
I graduated from Stanford University.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Camilla, right?
Yes.
It's a real pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's get a selfie for you.
Oh my gosh, yeah, my parents are gonna freak out. Thank you so much.
Best of luck to you, okay? Thank you. Oh, she was sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty. We're good? We got to go up the stairs. Another elevator? Oh my gosh. We're going to have to do that. Where are we going?
5th floor.
I thought you said 10th floor.
Oh no.
Boots on the ground. Get the truth that we need to know. Yes. Everyone become a member now. So you're killing it. You guys are so nice. I see it. Foghorn. That's what that guy, that's what John, what's his name, sounds like. Kennedy from Louisiana. The interview with AOC was awesome. Great. All right. Hello. Excuse us. Thank you. All right. So we're not going to show anybody but me. You're not on.
Just a close-up.
Just a close-up. I'm sorry. You get to see my...
I'm not going to leave that up the whole time, but they'll be back shortly. You guys know the drill at this point. This is just the elevator minute.
Andy, what are you having for lunch?
No, it's not. I don't know if it's frozen. Let's see.
Don's back.
Usually they text me, so they're not texting. Hi, how's it going?
So I think these people are going to sit here and watch this all day. I would. Okay, here we go. Thank you guys for allowing us to be on the elevator with you. Look at the face that froze. Let me open the door for you guys. Go ahead. You're welcome. Okay. Right or left?
We're gonna be left.
Left here. Okay. All righty. And we're back. So Jimmy Gomez. We are going to interview Jimmy Gomez from California. Got it. Oh, we got to keep it. Look, can you tell people, you guys need to tell people, if you're not watching the Don Lemon show, the Don Lemon channel on this stream, you are missing it. Come on, Mike. Mike is new to the team. Mike, what do you think of what we're doing?
It's awesome.
Mike is a cameraman. Are you surprised by, do you like doing this?
Yeah, I do. I like it a lot.
Is it hard work?
It is, but it feels like so cool because when new things happen that you're not expecting, like it just pops out of nowhere. Like being able to watch it in real time, I feel like I'm watching what the viewers are, and I'm stoked, you know?
Nice. But, I mean, you're in the seat of power. This is where the power is and where things happen in America. So who's been your favorite interview so far? It is AOC and Sarah McBride in her car. It's like, oh, that was funny. It's all good. Do you guys want me to continue to do this stuff? This is hard work. I mean, you know, during the stream, the views go up and down, but I think the longer streams, not yet, but I think if we continue to do them, they will. They don't get as many views as our regular 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. But should we keep going? Should we keep going? Should I keep doing lives, IRLs all the time? What do you think? Thank you, Mike, for your camera work. Not easy job, says Deborah Hoynes. We can do live here? Do we? We can. Okay, you sure?
Come on
Knock, knock.
Hi, hello.
Say, who's there?
Who's there?
Don.
Don who?
Don Lemon. Don Lemon. Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm Sophia. Very nice to meet you.
Hi, Sophia. Nice to meet you.
Grace.
Hi, Grace.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How you been?
Good.
You guys have
How
great
you
smile.
been?
Hi, what's up? Michael. Michael's like, everyone's like, hi. Michael's like, Michael. Darn glad to meet you. So what are we doing? We hanging until he's ready, or is he ready now?
Call him back?
Oh, yeah.
He's ready.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course.
Michael's got it. Michael's like, come back. He's ready. Look, he's got the lights. Hey, how is it going? Hi, guys. I see some cool sneakers in here. What's up, Congressman? How it's good to see you. How you been?
I've been
This
good.
is a cool office. Did you do this?
Yeah.
You painted it these colors?
Yeah, we chose these colors when I first got over here, and then now we're kind of changing that side because we want to start a podcast for the Dad's Caucus. So that's.
Is this your? Can you take us? Can you show us in your podcast set?
Oh yeah, we haven't. It's not done yet, but we wanted to make sure that we had a permanent place that looked different.
Well, why don't we test it out?
Oh, we could.
You got lights? What do you have?
Yeah, we have lights.
Don't need lights.
It's the first.
Let's do it. Why not?
They painted the office when I was in LA for the summer.
All right, we're gonna do this. We'll pretend. We're gonna be on your. What's the name of the Dad podcast? What is it?
It's the Dad's Caucus podcast or Dad's podcast, but I haven't decided on name. I was thinking what goes in must come out because having a toddler, that's what you learn. Or a baby, the first time, that's what you learn.
Okay.
Whatever you feed them is going to come out sooner or later.
So you guys, let me just tell you here, as someone who knows, you're gonna have to. All right, this may work.
No, we're gonna get rid of these.
Okay, that may
We're gonna
work.
have different things. We're gonna get rid of this, have more of a smaller table. But I wanted to do it in here instead of kind of like a studio where people are not as comfortable.
You know what? This set looks really good. I have to tell you, I'm kind of digging it. I just want to make sure that because I want to make sure that I cover honestly the things that are important to you, because I think that's how people get to understand and know the issues. So again, we thank you for joining us today. Just to make sure, I haven't had any sleep. Okay, so can we talk about what happened yesterday? You want Epstein,
yes,
the victims.
Yeah.
What do you think of the women out there, some of them coming forward for the first time?
I think it's very brave of them. They're under attack. They're threatened all the time. A good friend of my wife and myself is Stacey Williams, who was one of Epstein's girlfriend back in the day, and she told me about some of the stuff that kind of hinted several years ago. But didn't want to get into it because the first time she even hinted at it, she got attacked online. She even mentioned, I think she mentioned somebody showing up randomly at her house. So anybody that speaks up is going to be threatened by Donald Trump supporters, and they're going to be ruthless about it. So for these individuals, these women to speak up, I think it's a big deal because it takes a lot of bravery. In this climate, you have to be worried about your safety every single day.
And the president calling it a hoax?
Oh, that's complete bullshit. Also, it's one thing is this guy, I tell people he campaigned on it for how many years? Releasing the files, holding people accountable, draining the swamp. Then all of a sudden, he gets a better look at what's inside and he starts backing off. That doesn't pass the smell test. He could release those files if he wanted. I mean, he can make anything that's even secret unclassified. So he's just, I think it's just bullshit. He's trying to distract, but it just shows that he was never interested in holding anybody accountable, because it's most likely going to be him. He's not interested in working for taking care of working class people, with lowering the cost of living, any of that. It's all about him and his ego. So I'm not surprised, but most people don't know. It's like, he attacked me. It was interesting. I saw it percolating online, especially amongst the right-wing manosphere kind of podcasters for a little bit, and I was kind of watching it. And then they attacked me for calling out their raid at a marijuana plant, a cannabis center.
Oh, wow.
And then they attacked me with a meme, and it said something like, oh, there's children exploitation in there. And what I said, if you guys care about child exploitation, release the Epstein files. So that was like the first and like why hold back, right? Like my whole thing is like, we got to hit them hard. But I think it's the one issue that really gets under their skin, makes his base kind of like question, hey, this guy is not up front. He's lying to us. So we, and then also seeking justice for these individuals. But it's a long road, because they're not going to let this go.
It's very strange as it relates to Donald Trump and what this administration is doing. And I can't imagine any other administration, not even another Republican administration, doing this. And for them to, claim that it's a hoax, and then also say that it's also a Democrat, that's their thing, hoax. It's shocking to me, because they were the ones who elevated it to this level, and then all of a sudden I think Donald Trump got in there and said, oh shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I should shut up about it, or maybe someone got to him, and said, you need to shut up. So, I mean, to me, that is, I'm surprised that I'm surprised that they're bold enough to be able to try to turn it into something that is not the way that they're doing it, but also why they aren't really being called up by everyone, not just some in their party, but everyone.
No, exactly. But it is a pattern with him. Like, if you look on every single issue, like, oh, we're going to drain the swamp, we're going to make this about working people, we're going to do X, Y, and Z, but they've done exactly the opposite. And what we need to do is keep hitting them. Like, it's all connected. The Epstein files and his trying to cover it up. His big, beautiful bill that really steals from the poor to give to the rich. The dismantling of programs that working people rely on, from Medicaid to SNAP, all that is interrelated. Going after quote-unquote criminals, right, and deporting them, but he's going after working people. Mm-hmm. So some of his base and some of those folks in the podcast sphere, they're starting to call him out.
No, they are.
And that's because one of the things is that he promised to be different, and he's not. He's actually worse, because he's the level of corruption, the bold out lies that he's telling is beyond anything we've really ever seen. And then anything that kind of goes against some kind of narrative, be it the FBI agent said that Tren de Agua is not being directed by Maduro, got fired. The folks that said that his attack on the Iranian nuclear facility most likely only set out back their program for a month to two. Well, what do? You can no longer talk about that. When it comes to the labor statistics, got fired.
The head of Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Yeah,
statistics.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that he is the least transparent, and also the most manipulative president that we have ever had.
Yeah. Let's talk about. I don't know if I'm qualifying this properly. Was it a housing summit that you had? What did you hold yesterday?
I called it the National Summit on the Housing Affordability.
National Summit on Housing Affordability. Yeah. Talk to us. That's really important. Affordability is important, as you know. That's what. That's why Zoran Mondani is ahead in New York, because he brought to fore the affordability problem in New York City. Housing and affordability, huge issues.
Yeah.
And why are you taking this on?
It was an issue that's been impacting my district for a long time. I represent downtown LA, and I studied housing, urban planning, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. And everything we did to help prop up working families, to help them get ahead, raising the minimum wage, helping them organize, all those wins were just being outstripped by housing costs. Mm-hmm. Like, so every time they worked harder, they still fell behind. And I knew that this was just an important issue in my district, but then I saw it kind of rippling across the country. Affordability. And being a new dad, you sense it, you feel it more when you go to the grocery store and the prices keep going up and up and up. Insurance on your house is going up and up and up if you have a house. Rent. And then your savings going down and down and down. So no matter what people said about the data points and all that bullshit, that's not what people are feeling. And so I try to make this an issue for a number of years, because I grew up in a house that we got kicked out. The house was redeveloped and we had to move to Riverside. My parents were lucky enough to be able to buy a house at that time. But it's something that really crushes people. And then I heard a couple of statistics. One, the cost of living in this country, specifically housing and childcare, take up almost 60% of a family's income. 60%. That's before taxes. That's their net, not their gross. So that means that they're having very little left over, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And then you take into effect that they said it's also dragging down our national GDP numbers, right? It's so much money getting sucked up into these two things that people can't spend it in the economy. They can't buy a house. They can't start a small business, and that is actually putting us at a competitive disadvantage. And what's even worse, even a poll showed this, but I saw other studies. People are losing faith that if they work hard, that they're going to get ahead. They're going to be able to buy a house. The kids are going to be their kids' generation are going to do better than them. And that's dangerous, because that's when they look for easier solutions, when they lose faith in government, faith that their institution and leaders can actually address those problems, create a crisis of confidence in our system of government itself. And that's a bigger problem. 20% of my district believes that we should burn down the system as a whole and start all over. Why? Because the problems are very acute there when it comes to affordability and housing. So that it's not just a blue state issue anymore, it's now nationwide. So if it's a crisis, we got to act like it's a crisis. Bring everybody to the table. People that don't necessarily view issues the same way, from the realtors and to the affordable housing people, to the advocates on homelessness, and have a discussion of how do we actually get out of this crisis? And so that's why I ended up doing it. But I pitched the idea to the campaign manager for Kamala Harris last year, and I said, you guys should announce a national summit on the housing affordability crisis. First thing you're going to do. They didn't announce it. They had some platforms, and then I was thinking this year, why not do it myself? Why wait for a presidential candidate? And Republicans are paying attention. Tucker Carlson at Turning Points USA talked about housing and the lack of housing and people not being able to afford to buy a home.
Which is interesting to me, because those are Democratic platform.
Correct.
That's part of the Democratic platform, and now the Republicans are somehow, because maybe Democrats were inactive or weren't active enough in looking out for affordability.
Yeah, and so that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to kind of stake out that ground, but that's because it impacts everybody. And I heard some people thought I did it because there was a rumor that Trump was going to sign an executive order on a housing emergency this week. And I was like, no, I've been fucking working on this for a number of years. And we had different members come and talk about it. And the way I look at it, it has to be a precursor, this one agenda, then childcare, other parts, to set up an agenda for the American family, like a new fair deal for the American family. And that's because we have to take on Trump, but we also have to promote an agenda that people can rally behind.
You said it affects everybody. Something else that I think affects everybody and that people don't realize it, I think it's immigration.
Yeah.
But I want to talk to you, in terms of due process and what's happening out on the streets and people being rounded up and all of that. Do we need a comprehensive immigration reform or a better way of dealing with the border and all of this? Absolutely, but we should not be I believe, just randomly rounding people up with masked people on our streets and treating people inhumanely. that's un-American.
Yeah, no, absolutely, that's un-American. And it's based on race, what people look like, what jobs they do, and oftentimes the language they're speaking.
What are you hearing when you go home? Because you were home for the break in California.
Yeah.
What did you hear?
Well, from the day one that the raid started in L.A., then that very next day I was back in L.A. from D.C. I went to Chinatown to kind of get the ICE and Homeland Security to move from a parking lot. I mean, a crowd was forming. I was just trying to get them to move along to kind of diffuse the situation, was I was able to do. Then the next day I visited the detention center, where I have a right as a member of Congress to just show my ID, say I'm here to look at the conditions, and to check on the conditions of the people being kept there. I was denied that. That's why I sued, and I'm suing as an individual member. But people feel under attack. They feel intimidated. There's people in the community that are not even going for healthcare screenings. There's one person that doesn't want to get dialysis because they think they're going to get deported. You can't live, if you need dialysis, you can't live without it. You got to go and get it. So it's really impacting across the board, but people are determined to put up a fight. That's why you saw protest after protest. And the crowds have died down, but people want me to go keep pushing back. And what I tell people and try to apply it to the rest of the country, and this is what I said early on, this is going to spread. He's going to go to different cities. Now we're in D.C., it's going to go to Chicago. I believe it's going to go to southern cities.
He said Baltimore and Chicago, and probably,
Yeah.
blue cities. I'm waiting for him to go to a red state or something, but anyway.
Yeah, no, I think he's going to go to a red state. And people should be concerned not about temporary deployments, but these deployments that become permanent, and how they become normalized, and how this is just a normal aspect of American life. That's what should people be concerned about. What happens if all of a sudden he has the National Guard here on, the new January 6th in 2029, when we're counting the Electoral College vote, because he says he wants to keep the peace, but really wants to impact the counting of the vote. Like, this is the shit we're playing for keeps. This is not a fucking game. Like, you can't trust him. And I'm also on the House Intelligence Committee, and I've been studying Taiwan and China, and one of the things that China does is they cross the line on their exercises, the military exercises. And what there's a concern about is there was a lot of upheaval, and people would push back and call them out internationally. They don't do that anymore. And then the people are concerned one day that they will never pull back, and then that's the next step before they invade Taiwan, or there's a blockade or something. I'm concerned that he never removes these troops.
He normalizes these troops being out on the streets.
Correct. And using made-up facts, lies, not even facts, they're just lies, to justify the deployment. That's what I'm concerned about, that this becomes a permanent way of life in the United States that has a chilling effect on individuals' desire to protest their government. And then also, what happens if you said, oh, a national security threat, somebody stole the election, I need to kind of activate these troops, right? So it's like, having them out there is extremely dangerous. And we have to understand that anything is possible. Earlier last year, I told people, I said, I wouldn't doubt if he declared or got into a conflict or war with Venezuela. So we'd have an excuse to be able to deport all the people back to Venezuela. What is he doing now? He's showing up with boats.
Yeah.
We talked about the Aliens and Enemies Act. He uses it to justify what he's doing. So, people have to get out of their old mindset of the U.S. was how it was operating before, because none of those rules apply under this administration or this president.
But that means you guys. That means Democrats.
Correct.
This is not 1990 Bill Clinton politics anymore. This isn't even Barack Obama 2012 politics anymore.
No.
This is something that's quite different.
Yeah.
And are you guys up to the task? Do you think that your Democratic colleagues understand that?
Yeah. I think...
honestly?
Yeah, I think they were slow at the uptake. I think everybody was kind of stunned from the election, a lot of the activists, a lot of the elected officials, and didn't understand what they were dealing with. And slowly they've woken up. After the raid started in LA, I did a Zoom or a call with a bunch of elected officials through the Pat Brown Institute. And they said, what can you tell us? I said, every one of you has a target on your back. I said, because their goal is to intimidate you. I said, so if you break the law, they're going to arrest you. They're going to try to prosecute you, even if the facts are not on their side. And at the worst case for them is they bankrupt you. And I said, you guys have to understand that is real possibility. So you better get trained in nonviolent civil disobedience. You need to make sure that you're pushing back every time, but understand that you have to be mentally prepared to get arrested, right? And if you're not there, I understand, because it's hard with families. Very next day, Alex Padilla gets thrown to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh
Right.
shit, right? So I think people finally woke the fuck up. And it's and you have to fight by the rules of engagement that exist today, not the way we wanted them to exist. That's why hitting them up, the way I saw it is, my job is to just keep hitting them. I tell folks, I said, I'm part of a crew of Democrats in the House that believes sort of by any means necessary, but I said, we're the inglorious bastards of the House Democratic Caucus. We will do what we need to do to kick the shit out of Donald Trump and win back the House. Because if we don't, we're fucked. I don't understand. I don't know if people truly get it, that everything that he's done to date would be solidified in law and in funding if we don't win back the House. That's how if we don't win back the House, we are truly screwed.
Are you going to win back the House in 2026?
That's right. We're gonna work hard to make sure we do.
Even with the gerrymandering?
That's why we have to pass Prop 50. I can't say that. Can I say that here?
Hey, this is all cool. What are these?
In 2018,
Can you hold one of those
yeah.
so we can see it?
In 2018, my sister became a citizen in downtown LA, and they had this activation and to kind of design your own shoes. So I designed the shoe. I thought we were going to win, so this was kind of for the blue wave, kind of my colors, my district. Very LA, if you look at it. I wanted to wear them, but my wife said, don't wear them.
I was going to say, I would try to squeeze no, I'm just kidding. Try to get in there. Those are cool.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
And then I was the chair of appropriations in the assembly.
All rise.
Exactly.
The Honorable Don Lemon is here. Jimmy Gomez.
Yeah.
These are cool. This is bobblehead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobblehead. I'm not a big fan of Quinn, but I think he chokes too much. In the playoffs, he's great. And then
is that your baby?
Yeah, that's my son Hodge.
How old is he?
He's now he just turned 3 couple weeks ago.
Oh my gosh, that is a great picture. You see that? It's with former President Joe Biden right here. And there you look at Proud Papa back there. Amazing. Yeah. This is you being sworn in, right?
Yeah, that was before my wife.
Right. Oh, there's what's your son's name?
Hodge.
Hodge. Yeah. Oh, he's a cutie. Look at those cheeks.
Now he's we got him a T-shirt for his 3rd birthday, and it says "Young, Wild, and 3." It basically describes everything about a toddler.
You need to take that out of the window. It's going to fade.
Yeah, no. Yeah. We can always get another one.
Guys, maybe right here.
Oh, he wants a video. Okay. Yeah, of course. Oh, I love that you have John Lewis's book here.
Oh no, I served with John, and he was a great guy. He told us all the stories. We went down to Selma. We went to kind of the old house that him and Dr. King would they would be at, but he was a kid back then. Most people don't know that he was a kid.
He was. I miss that guy.
Okay,
He's
so
such
we're
a
gonna
great
just
guy.
do just you guys shaking hands. It's gonna be 6 seconds. So ready,
Right.
1, 2, and action.
You need producers too.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no,
I really
thank you.
appreciate
No,
it. What are you doing? You guys, do you get to go home? Oh man, look at that. Folks in the chat will be happy.
Oh yeah. This is
I ate, but I didn't wash my hands, and I usually do.
the pandemic broke out.
Yes.
And
But too much of this is not good, you know.
no,
that, right?
yeah. So when the pandemic broke out, my staff was everybody was rushing to pick up supplies, and we had this just big box of a big box of Mayoral, and I said, "Where do you guys get that from?" And they were like, "We had it." I'm like, "Why did you have it?" And they're like, "You're a germaphobe." And I'm like, what are you talking about?
You already had it here?
Yeah, I already had it. And that's, you shake a lot of hands, you learn, you get sick quite a bit. So.
Well, I like your set. It looks cool. What is it, the Dad Bod? I'm kidding.
Try not to. I try not to.
It's the Dad Bod podcast.
Yeah, the dad's caucus.
The Dad's Caucus. Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate it. It's good seeing you.
Is that your phone or is that?
Yeah, I might need that. Wow. Is that no? It's a listening device. No, I'm kidding. It is actually a listening device, but not that kind. Thank you. I love the photographs.
No, thank you.
These are awesome.
Yeah, this was fun. Thank you, Don.
Thank you. Oh, look, Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
See how that one's fading? Oh, there's AOC. We just ran into her in the hall.
Yeah, I heard.
There's Hodge.
Yeah. That's how we went viral, because I took him on the floor, because it was a long vote series during Hakeem Jeffries' time. Yeah. And so I took him, and it just went viral, went crazy. And then that's why I started the Dad's Caucus. So ended up starting it then.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, there's Hodge on the floor. Oh, my gosh. He's famous.
He's famous.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming in.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Congressman, have a great weekend. See ya. Bye. Oh, wait. Do we have the... I'll get it from her. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, how do we get out of here? Is it this way? Huh?
Such a cool team.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so our next thing is at what?
2 o'clock.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna walk out with you, and then we'll see what happens. So, how did you guys enjoy that? Oh man, we've been live for a long time. Now, next, the strip club. No. What do you think the viewership if we went to the strip club?
We gotta get some wings. We would be there for the food.
We're there for the food. That's why people go in Atlanta. The food is good, right?
Are you gonna do a live show in Atlanta? Everyone keeps asking.
Yes, I will. We're gonna do a live show in Atlanta.
I think DC first. Now you're getting some.
Well, DC, Atlanta, Detroit. Been asked about Philadelphia. If you live in Philadelphia, there's no A. It's called Philadelphia.
Okay, so we're tasked with a decision, and we can leave it up to either you or the Lemonheads. But basically, the next person we're speaking to is now open to doing live.
Oh my
gosh! Do you want to continue or do you want to stop? It's up to you. This may be the craziest live stream.
Is that our last one? And then the other one is at live.
I mean, it's up to you.
What do you think? Should we just go for it?
This is the long. Right now, this is a record.
Okay, so.
But also.
How much longer should we go? We went like 10 hours, didn't we? No, during the election, no.
Oh my goodness.
No,
like 6 or 7, but never in these type of halls. That was on the street.
Oh, okay. So here's what we're going to. Do we have to do the next one live?
We don't have to, no.
Okay.
It's totally your decision.
Yeah, good interview. We can come back up because I want you guys. Someone said continue, Don. Come on. What did you do? We have something. We have something that's supposed to drop at 2. Producers. Do we have to drop it at 2 or should we go live? YOLO, wings, wings, and so. But wait, what is going on with this thing? Wings. Guess maybe should we just go to a strip club? See me on the stripper pole? I don't know. Do I have that much?
Pay for that, I feel like. Someone was saying make a specific account. Oh, he's dancing in Canada right now.
What is going on in this building? You did not see that.
Did not see it. Wasn't looking.
All right, good. That did not happen.
I'll keep watching. Continue, Don. Go for it. I don't know, Don.
Please do it live. What do we do? Do we have to, or what do you think?
Long streams from the couch. Keep going. Tell us more about MTG response.
What?
You did a great
We'll see.
job.
We'll go outside and we'll see what happens.
Don in the field. No pole dancing. So
are you going to go? Okay. Alrighty, everybody's quiet. Mind if we hop? You guys have been waiting. I think we can all get on.
Yeah, all good.
This is a big elevator. This is a studio in New York.
Oh, in New York. Yeah.
This is a studio. This is an alcove studio. What page?
Once again, stand by. Don's heading outside. We'll find out. Are we going to be live at the next rep, or will we watch it taped later? Who's to say? Well, I guess Don is to say. Here he is.
Oh, wow. All right, everybody. Suck it in. How are you? I heard my name. My name was invoked.
Ooh. Thought we had it? Not quite. I don't get these elevators. Some are good, some are bad, some like cell phone signals, some don't. I'm not sure what's going on.
There are so many variables.
Not the biggest issue in the Capitol building, perhaps, but it is an issue for us.
Get Wi-Fi in the elevators.
Yeah, that's what they should be voting on right now.
Right, that's the important issue.
But, all right, here we go.
Oh, we're out here. All right. Let me see. All righty. Man, you guys have benches out here, but not one is under a tree. What's up with that?
I guess they were there first.
Come on now. That lady she's smart. She's under a bench. Let's go over here. This way. Can we go sit right here? Yeah. Okay, we need to make an executive decision about. I know the folks in the chat are saying, go. Some are saying, do it. Hi. Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm a staffer, so I can't really talk to you.
You can't. I just want to say hi.
Hi. I've been watching you for like 10 plus years, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you as well.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
We just came to grab a spot on the bench that's kind of under a tree.
Okay.
So we're good. Are you enjoying this breeze right now? Yes, I am. All right. So I have to figure out make an executive decision. So I agree with some of the folks. So here's the deal. I think we should take a break. I want you to watch what we're going to drop on the channel at 2 o'clock. It's going to happen in just a couple of minutes. I don't know if there's a redirect to it, but make sure you do it. I want you guys to know that thank you for becoming members. For those of you who are members, thank you for joining the channel. And also make sure you're a subscriber. And if you already are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And you guys all know what I'm going to say. I appreciate your support. You guys know how we stay streaming. Have you guys seen this before? You have not seen this before. I could actually go live probably till 6 o'clock, because the next thing, we have a couple things. Well, the next one would be over by 3 something. So that would be a long thing. I'm torn. Should I keep going live or take a break?
This is a generational run, what you're doing.
This is a generational run, but I want to give and folks might need a break. Let's see. Do what's best for you. Take a break. Take a break. What do you do? We could walk around and talk to people, but there's not many. These are mostly people who work on the Hill, right?
Yes, people inside, yes, but there's also organizers, activists.
Yeah, but I mean, this is not like going in a neighborhood and talking to people. These are mostly staffers and politicos who are around here. Yeah.
To go inside, we're going to walk around and show people
Yeah.
that they are able to come and do.
You are very fashionable.
Oh, thank you, Marshalls.
Okay, here's the deal. We're gonna wait. Let's see. Soon, 1 million subs strong. I know, guys. Can you? Okay, so here's what you do. Someone is saying 1 million subs strong. I need you guys to send a link to our channel, to whatever, to everyone you know, and tell them that they need to subscribe. We're almost at 1 million. That would be fantastic. And then you won't have to hear my mouth anymore for a long, long, long time, until I'm like, let's go to 2 million. Okay, so I'm taking a break too, someone said. Okay, so here's what I say. I'm going to be back here live at 5 o'clock. And I think 5 o'clock, what we're going to do is talk more to just like people who are like the average person, citizen, or even if they're visitors from somewhere else. And that's what we're going to do. So here's what I say. You can be informed without being inundated, right? So until I see you back here at 5 o'clock for Lemon Live at 5, turn the TV off. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support,